Yoshida.
This is Fern Halls.
And you are listening to Aetheryte Radio.
Aetheryte Radio.
Here we go.
Hey, what's up, Internet? This is Aetheryte Radio, Gamerscape's Final Fantasy XIV podcast. I'm Janidra, and here I am. Yep, I'm here today with Aldi and our guests, Ferthi and Aerik. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
My saviors, my review saviors.
Turns out it's hard to get people to do a review 2 days after Christmas.
Yeah. Did you have time to play the patch? We'll see. I did.
I bum rushed it. That counts, right?
Yeah.
So we have the tiniest bit of news because I guess everybody else is doing holiday things as well. So there's no time for news. Heaven's Turn is happening, which is a holiday thing. Ta-da! That also means that you're going to run out of the Christmas event very quickly. So if you haven't done it, go! It's cute.
You have
get
less
some
than
cups.
4 days.
Yeah,
4
you have
days.
less than
There you
4
go.
days. Yeah.
4 days as of Saturday the 27th. To be specific. So when this comes out, it'll probably be only 2 or 3 days.
Go do it.
Go. The furnishing they're cute. You get was it last year or the year before we got the Gridania versions of like a Tower of Cups and a single cup.
Yeah.
This year we get the Limsa and the Alda versions, and we get emotes that have to do with them, where you're sipping the little hot cocoa or cider or whatever the heck it is.
How many eat/drink blank do we have now of
20.
emotes? We have a lot of them.
Like 20.
Could
But I
probably
like
check
this
on the
one
wiki.
because there's 2 versions. One of them is
Yeah.
like a 1 sip, and one of them is a forever sip.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Forever sip. That's cool. I like it. We were
Yeah.
talking about the deer, the level 1 deer, just before we started up. I legit thought that they were on purpose to be reindeer for the holiday.
Oh.
Would have been a good excuse, yeah.
Right?
They should
I
have
was
just
like,
done
certainly there's a reason. Now the reason is spaghetti.
that. Yeah, spaghetti code. I do wonder how on earth did that happen and only there? Like, the Aurora
Yeah.
Borealis localized in your kitchen? Can
Probably
I
a missing bracket or something somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
But-
somebody I was talking to said that the dough is like the very first like monster ID code in
Ah.
the game. So
Oh.
if the ID code is wrong, it will default to that.
That's
Mm,
hilarious.
that's great.
I wonder if it was
Just
supposed to be
databases.
something else.
I was thinking it might be a Beastmaster dummy.
Yeah, it
That's-
could be.
Yeah, a lot of people have been thinking it might have something to do with Beastmaster, which in theory we're getting in, like 4 months, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll hear about that soon, probably very soon.
Foreshadowing.
Probably
Yeah.
at FanFest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
announced 2 years ago, doesn't see it for another 2 years.
I mean, sometimes they announce things and never show up, right? So,
Fair.
This is very true.
Fair.
This is true.
Waiting
like
for my
the
eggy
Frit-
glamours.
Yeah, Eggy Glamours.
Yeah,
I'm not
We're
waiting.
roaming the world, being used
Yeah.
by FCs.
Yeah.
That's fine. We don't need that.
No.
What even is an FC? Submarines? Who does that? People who are lucky enough to get hail sticks. that's it
Just
for
making
news,
off
really.
on another country.
Yeah.
Oh, Heaven's Turn coming up. That's about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean,
The-
4 days? It's basically right after.
31st, yeah.
Year of the
31st.
horse.
It is.
Yes.
We're
So if you're
redoing
into-
it.
Yeah,
Oh my
if you're into
God.
Uma Museme.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh god.
they had been doing the little chocobo guy in his outfit. I guess
Yeah.
he doesn't get one of those. Instead, we get a really cute like unicorn. Kind of looks like a carousel horse. I'm
Yeah.
down. Super cute.
Yeah.
He's
think it's
really
cute.
cute. He was
And
really
another
cute.
room divider, right?
Yes. Which is
Mhm.
nice because we have a couple of like folding screens, but this one is
Mhm.
superior. So make sure you buy 20 because
Yeah,
you
it
won't
looks
be able
cool.
to get them again for anything that's not real money.
Yeah. Looks at the eastern cherry trees.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I have so many of those.
Same
I didn't
old.
pay for them. It's fantastic.
Back in the day, the first time the event came around with the cherry trees, they were tradable. So I
Yes,
have a
they are.
couple of those, and they're up for many millions of money.
I think they're 20 mil on my server right now.
Really? Wow.
I've
Many
got eight,
millions.
somewhere between 8 and 10 of them. It's terrific. I'm very pleased with my expensive yard.
They're pretty. I wish they were bigger though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day we'll get like scalable furniture.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
I'm
we can make
pretty
like
sure.
roundabout houses and stuff.
Yeah,
We can
nobody
say-
wants to talk about WoW housing right now. The things that I have seen. Oh my god, the things
People
that they
are
can do.
so creative in
It's
that game.
so good. It's so good.
Somebody made Sylvanas out of like stepping stone rocks in their yard.
So like a
I think-
flat
What?
mosaic type.
Yeah, like a
Or-
flat
Yeah.
mosaic of
Okay.
That is
Sylvanas,
beautiful.
like a portrait of her in their yard.
That's impressive, honestly.
I think my favorite bit, we're not a WoW podcast. However, my favorite bit is that you could float your house accidentally.
Yes.
Oh.
They did not mean for that to happen. And then they went, we're not going to be the fun police this time. Okay, we're going to make it easier to do. So now you can have a floating house like Dalaran, right? You can
Yeah.
build
Cool.
rocks around it. People have been doing some really cool stuff with it too. Like putting the house on a platform or
I was gonna
building it into a
say.
cave. It's so cool.
Yeah. Their yards are like more
one day.
expansive too. I really like
Yeah,
how
they
you
are.
can take your own like room shapes and pop them together.
Yeah.
I think
Mhm.
the only limit that I've been told about is that you can have one house per horde and one house
Mhm.
per alliance.
Yes.
Some people
Yeah.
are just like making a central hub to be
Yeah.
like, this is like a wizard's portal hub, and one of my characters goes this way, and one of my characters goes this way, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I getting really
Yeah.
creative with it. A friend of
Yeah.
mine made a window with like ambient light by using
Yeah.
a mirror that slightly glowed, and then taking doors and sticking them sideways in it for the little like breaks in the window.
It's so cool.
Another one of my friends got stuck in that window door mirror, and they had to open up all of the doors because the doors open too. They had to open up
Yeah.
all of the doors to try and get them
Oh,
out.
no.
That's so.
of this thing. It was funny.
Uh,
I took a bunch of trees and clipped them through my house, so it looks like my house is built into a giant tree.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Competition is good.
Yeah.
14 will be taking notes.
Hopefully, yes. Please take notes.
I hope they're taking
Yes.
notes.
Please.
It looks
They
really
need
good.
a big ass book now.
Yeah,
I
they
have
do.
had-
I will say WoW needs to learn one thing that WoW needs to implement, and they are, I guess, when the expansion comes out, is
Mm.
currently there is no housing zone boundary for where your plot is. So if you go try to put something on the edge of your property and it's too far outside your property, it will just snap back and
Mm.
tell you can't do it,
Mm.
but you don't know where the boundary is, and they're
Right.
kind of awkward looking.
Oh, because
So-
your parcel's cut in a weird way. Yeah.
Yeah, because mine's like at a diagonal, so because I'm on a cliff, and so I don't know where mine are at. I'm like, please give me a boundary so I know where to actually build things.
Just in
Yeah.
the air. It's fine.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
cliff
you know.
Yeah,
yours
at this
stays right
point,
over there.
just
That's
up.
yours too.
Well, I would say it's WoW, so someone will make an add-on, and I guess they still could because it's not related to combat, but we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
Oh, I also heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, 'cause I don't actually play WoW. I just was asking a bunch of questions because I love housing.
Right.
If you want a specific plot, and it's not available, you just say, "But I want this plot," and they make a new neighborhood.
Yes.
So yes, you actually, when you go into, there's a housing like neighborhood list, and you literally can just look for the plot that you want, and if it's not there, you can just refresh the list of neighborhoods, and it will keep generating new neighborhoods. And once you find the plot you want, you just hit visit, and as soon as you hit visit, it will lock that plot down for 5 minutes, so you can just go buy it. So
Yeah.
nobody else can buy it if they're running up to it.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it will teleport you directly in front of the placard, so you could just hit buy, and your first house is free.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot.
Now-
It sounds-
Please,
it
where's
sounds
our
like-
notebook?
Yeah,
I mean, credit where credit is due, but how long
absolutely.
did it take? How long did it take to do
Oh,
this?
yeah, for sure. And
How
there's some
old
mean-
is this
infrastructure.
game? It's very old.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, and housing has been something that they've been wanting to do for a long
Mhm.
time. So they said that like they weren't going to do it till they got it right.
Very
That's
fair.
that's the luxury of having everyone else do it first, right? You go, okay, well, we want it to be better than that, so we can take our time, and people will wait because it's not here. And once we drop
Mhm.
it on people, they'll be like, "Holy crap, that's amazing!" It's
Yeah.
it's great.
And 14, of course, has the unfortunate side effect of also being a console-based RP
Yeah.
MMO as well,
Mhm.
and that does lead to limitations in what they can
Mhm.
build, especially when they built original housing because they had to take into account
Yeah,
PS3.
Oh, yeah.
so it is what it is. But hey, hopefully we'll hear more. Maybe at the Fan Fest. That would be a
I would-
great time to be like,
yeah.
"Hey, we're gonna change some stuff."
Since you can't tell us about jobs, tell me about houses.
Tell me about house. I would honestly, if anything, I would just give anything. I would be satisfied if they announced that you could basically do all of the floating glitches in
Mhm.
14 without having to do all the unnecessary nonsense or download add-ons for
Right.
it. It would just be
Right.
very nice to be able to just do it yourself.
That would be a huge win. Like, I mean, we'll talk about it because it's one of the bigger other things about like just loosening some restrictions in places and having everyone go insane because it's great, right? Like
Mhm.
glamour. So yeah, it would be great. Like that's. I don't think that should be too bad to do, but I don't work for Square, so who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? So that's it for the news. Having not forgotten
And some
to
MMO
actually
news, too.
finish talking about Heaven's Word. Heaven's Turn.
Heaven's
now.
Turn.
Heaven's word.
Na. Okay. So, the actual topic
Yep.
for the show that you may have noticed is patch 7.4 review. As per the norm, we have 5 categories: MSQ, Dungeon, Trial, Raid, and Other. Since we had all of the things this time, we're using the
Yeah.
normal categories. Last time we had to fiddle a 5th category in there, this
Yeah.
is Other Combat. Bam. Yep.
That's what combat feels like to the devs anyway.
Ooh.
Look, okay, I have to keep it 100. There's one score that I do not regret, but it is definitely lower than everybody else's. That's a tease.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's not that bad.
I have one like that too.
Yeah.
Ooh. But we're gonna start with MSQ, and
Yeah.
those are some pretty high scores because this is the best MSQ of Dawntrail so far.
I
Yeah.
cannot
On there.
Yeah.
disagree. Yeah, I can't disagree at all.
Yeah.
And then
Sad,
I
but
will. I'll follow that up by saying, I did not dislike the rest of Dawntrail as much as a lot of other people in the community seemed to.
Same.
Yeah, I'm with
but
you. Like, yeah,
this one looped back around to feeling like 14, right?
yes, I would say the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess this is where we tell everybody that we're gonna spoil this.
Yeah. Big spoilers ahead. This is the review.
It's happening.
We didn't have time for a hands-on where we don't spoil, so this is the review.
This is your warning. It's a good MSQ. Go do it.
So true. So true. I know everybody is super busy because holidays, but
Yeah.
you got 2 hours somewhere, right?
Yeah. Just come back to this later.
I feel like it's probably a little bit longer than 2 hours. Who knows? Who knows? How fast do you read?
I did it in the better part of maybe 4 hours,
you go.
including the raid, I think.
Yeah, not including the raid. I think I got mine done in 4 or 5 hours. I did
Yeah.
it after I came home from work that day.
Yeah.
So where do we even start with this one?
Oh,
I have one thing I wanted to say about it.
Yeah.
sure.
This is, in my opinion, the proper way for 14 to showcase another Final Fantasy's
Mm,
setting and themes, unlike Endwalker's patch MSQ.
Absolutely.
Because
agree.
this is not them retelling me FF4 or FF9. This is them going, here is the FF9 setting and the FF9 themes, and here is how our characters can fit into that. And we tell our own story with it. And I was so happy that we got that this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, where does this actually start? My brain is gone.
Solution.
We arrive at Solution 9, and it's Alphino and Alize and Aaronville are all going to leave.
Yeah.
So we go
that's
see them off in
right.
Tuliolol.
Yep.
Everybody's pissed off. We're like, Aaronville, you can't just leave, bro. What the hell?
Yep.
Let me go meet him at the dock.
Yeah.
Yep. I do kind of like that they are splitting up the Scions again. Like, yeah, I guess we needed to have everybody show up for the story, but the point of it splitting up into unofficial Scions to begin with is so that everybody could go do their own thing.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, and we don't see and we don't hear of Urianger or Thancred, I believe, the entire time.
Correct.
Yeah, no, they
Yeah,
didn't
they're
show
just-
up.
Yeah, they're just off doing their
Which is a
things.
shame.
It is a shame.
No
but
Estinian either.
yeah, Estinian's off
Yeah,
still doing his
Estinian's
vacation. I guess it's a spoiler for the raid, but I was so hoping he would turn up to be our tag team partner, and it just it didn't happen, and that's okay. I'm gonna be okay with it.
Could've been good. I do like also that this ended up finally pulling focus back to Kryl. I really
Yes.
wanted more focus to be on Kryl the whole time.
Mhm.
And it wasn't, except for like that one little scene. So having this bit of the MSQ actually focus on Kryl was very satisfying.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was a part that I really liked. I hadn't really been expecting much from the story up to this point, and I was like, okay, we're just gonna get this nonsense fluff. And they're like, oh, hey, but wait, what about Kryl? What about discovering her family, her long lost town? I'm just like, oh, okay, this is
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
The
You know,
one thing go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, you.
I was just gonna say, and it's going to the next part of it. I was gonna talk about the city that she ends up in. So if you got something before that, go ahead.
Mine's technically later in the progression of the story
Okay.
itself. So go ahead.
So yeah, so we see them off, and then we go back to Solution 9, and we're like, hey, I wonder if we could go down from living memory, which you know how much I love the shards and the story about shards and everything shard related. The source is cool, don't get me wrong, but show me more of the ninth. And then they freaking do. Like, that's insane. Like, I know we speculated about it before. Like, well, what's below those clouds, right? But to actually get to see them on patch during it, and it furthers the story, is great. That's amazing. That's exactly what I was looking for, right? And then the town name, the dropping of Treno. And it's like, whoa, holy crap, being so into 9. And we kind of saw it a little bit from the previews, right? But actually getting to see that it's on the same mist continent and Lindblom being dropped and all of this stuff, like you were saying, Eric, like that was really, really fun for a 9 fan. Like,
Yes.
Absolutely great, because I wanted to see how they would do it. And Treno's it's awesome. I guess we go through the dungeon before we get there, though.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
We have a whole section for dungeon, though.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. But
Technically, it's more mechanics for that part.
Yeah.
But...
I will say the only criticism I really have, and this is not about the MSQ itself, but it's about how the devs kind of designed these patches. I am not the biggest fan of turning what should be a big set piece moment like Treno into a single use instance.
Sure,
like
yeah.
we got a crater and we got a small town that was technically the second half of the dungeon part, and like it's cool that we get to explore it, but like I really, really want 14 to actually start leaning into the idea of making more zones available as patch content happens,
Right.
where we have new places to explore.
It was
Yeah.
especially like the bit next to the water where you sit with
Oh,
Ryle and
yes.
talk to her. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to be able to just go in there and hang out with friends. It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
It's a loss that it's a one-person instance. You're absolutely
Mhm.
right. I did actually to the merit of the instance though, when I was finally there and had the ability to wander around by myself, I was like, this feels like Final Fantasy again. This is what
Yes.
I wanted.
Yes.
As far as aesthetic and atmosphere.
It was
Yeah.
very impeccably designed.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
beautiful.
Very. Oh, you.
I was gonna say my one complaint, back to the Kryl thing, is when you are
Yeah.
sitting in that area talking to Kryl and she's telling you about her issues. Is this really an issue, sweetie? Like, I get there has to be some sort of inner conflict, and I get that that's a valid conflict too, right?
Mhm.
I wish that maybe they had that be something that was more obvious earlier on in the story, something that she had been dealing with
Yes.
more directly this whole time, instead of just suddenly like, by the way, I realized that I actually come from this place. Should I come back here? No.
Yeah.
This is not your
You
home.
can visit. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Right.
They
They could have
made it
sprinkled
pretty
that
easy
along.
to get there for them, let's be honest.
Right?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, like I could see the conflict being more of an issue if the gate was a thing that was not going to remain open forever
Yeah.
or wasn't stable
Yeah.
and connecting the shard to the source permanently.
yeah,
'cause-
And
yeah.
again, she doesn't have to decide right then and there because
Yeah.
it is stable.
Yeah.
It seemed overblown for what it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
I agree.
want to give
Like especially because we got they were talking more about it afterwards. They're like, "Oh yeah, what
Mhm.
is your plans for the key?" One of the options was just like, "Oh yeah, I want to use it to go explore new places." Like we're obviously still going to be using it. Like this is probably
Yeah.
going to go into next X pack. It's probably a nice
Yeah.
tie-in for that. But like, okay,
Mhm.
we're never coming back here. Sorry, Kryl. Forget about your long lost grandma / aunt.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's if they had just sprinkled a little bit more with Sphene. Sphene makes a perfect amount of sense for this. Like, she's out of time. These are her people, but not, right? Her and Kryl have this. Like, are we even a part of this? Right? Like, you could have played it up a little bit more, but, I mean, I think that's why a lot of people are like, finally, Kryl, because, yeah, you could have. But you didn't. Yeah, so it is what it is, you know. But I don't know, like seeing Trano, it's a highlight for me, and we're not there long enough. And you're right, they did a Zelfatol or a oh man, when
Alamigo.
else did they do this? Alamigo, yeah,
Not
Alamigo.
quite
Alamigo's
as
a big
bad
one.
as Alamigo because you actually
No.
get to wander around. in it,
Yeah.
but-
I mean, we saw it happen in Endwalker post patch
Yep.
several times with Troya and
Mhm.
the Red Moon and Zero's domain.
Yeah.
I wish we could go
Uh.
back into the void. That'd be cool as hell.
Yes.
What am I missing? Turncliffe from Sorrows of
Turncliffe.
You
Deliverance.
can
Oh
go
my
back
God.
to Turncliffe though.
Yeah, you can go there, but it's like, we need more.
I wish there was more to be done with that because Turncliffe
Yeah.
is one, very beautiful, and two, I love
It
it.
was really cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
But hey, we get Trano, and that's great. And there's more, right?
Mhm.
They talk about other settlements on the Mistcontinent and beyond.
And the
So
fact that they're still there.
hey, yeah, right. It's doable, and they had a bad barrier for a while, but we did what we do,
We
right?
done fixed it. They were like, wait,
Yeah.
you killed all the monsters to get here? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love Lummel, by the way. He's such
Oh yeah,
Yes.
a goofball. I love him.
yeah.
What a
They
weirdo.
made some great Lalafell characters, and I don't think we've seen that many. Like Lamol immediately made me go, "All right, can we make him a Scion? Because we're missing our
Stop, you're hurting
Lalafell
me.
Scion." I know,
I
know.
I believe it.
I know.
How
I know, but it felt so right? It felt like he could fit in, and especially his sister Ayane, because we don't have an electro specialist,
Mhm.
and she'll be able to walk further soon because of the Porksies,
Yes.
right? So I don't know.
Yeah, those characters
They're
were
not
fun.
gonna
It was nice to encounter new characters and immediately
Mhm.
feel like I gave a crap about them, understand what their personality was like. After a handful of kind of flat characters, he felt alive, and maybe
Mhm.
it was because he is so goofy, but
Yeah.
Also, but also just really excellent voice acting work.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
I think that really helped for me.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I love that he just straight up admitted, like, I need you to come talk to my sister with me or she will murder me.
Or she would kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was terrific when I was going through. I was just like, oh, coward. All right.
Yeah. No, they were really well, personalized, and there were some stakes. Like, you felt, okay, we're gonna save them. We're gonna fight the Doom Train, but
Oh,
like,
speaking of the Doom Train,
oh
when
yeah,
you're done that bit.
sure, but it's like these people could die because we don't care about them yet, right? Like, maybe not the named ones, but they could lose people.
Oh, we're heroes. We have to care about everybody.
Sure, but it's like it felt like they could have punctuated the stakes there if they wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, okay, well, they're all safe. Nothing bad's going to happen.
They could
It
have
was
pulled a
more of a,
Tisley.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, right? So I'm like, okay, well, there's a little bit of stakes, and we can't save everyone all the time, but hey, Doom Train, we'll stop that thing. It's no big deal.
You know what I also
Speaking
really
of Doom
liked?
Train,
Go.
though,
Yes.
why? Why did it just randomly appear? They're like, all of a sudden it's just there, and I'm like, oh, okay. And they're like, oh, well, it showed up like a few years ago and killed a bunch of people. I'm like, oh, how crazy that it just showed up right now.
Yeah.
I wonder. Where's our explanation? There's no explanation. It just showed up because it could. Just so happened. Just so
It
happened that
hungry.
we're in the area.
Yeah.
Hungry.
Maybe it
Well,
saw
I
a
don't know,
big
it just-
spike of
it is-
ether because it
bugs me a
saw
lot.
us.
Yeah,
They
did
did
say
Yeah,
it was a
it's
void
weird.
scent?
Okay, all right then.
I don't know.
It
I'm
wasn't
just
a
saying
void
things.
scent. It's a
War
weapon that
machine.
was made
Yeah, it
by
was a war
Lin
machine.
Plume,
That was right.
and it carries a bunch of like monsters on it. And
Yeah.
they said that the lightning surge cataclysm like basically sped it up, and so it was literally running amok across the rail lines
Yeah.
in a circle across the continent, and it wouldn't stop. So we
Yeah.
just happened to be there at the wrong time, basically, or right time,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it was just kind of wild because it implied that they'd only ever seen it once before, and it killed a bunch of people, and then it's surprise it just showed up again just as we got there, and I was
It is
like,
a void scent.
Yeah.
very convenient.
Yeah. And it was, yeah, it's some arcane
Yeah,
entity.
it's like a dark magic thing. It's void
Yeah.
scent related. So honestly,
Yeah.
if it saw
Yeah.
the Warrior of Light's Aether and was like, I need a meal.
It was probably like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's classified as a soul kin, so like a golem or the porksy, funnily enough. Or any of
Maybe,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
I hate
You
it.
know, and we won't learn any more about it. Oh yeah, it looks very, very,
It's awful.
very
I hate
creepy.
the noises it makes. I hate the faces it makes. But at least it's not Ruby Weapon with its terrible feet.
With
But
its
it's got
terrible
terrible arms.
toes.
Yeah,
Ooh.
fair. We don't have to see its feet.
I think one of the things I find the funniest is that Doom Train isn't its name in Japanese, and so whenever you hear like Yoshi P or anybody talking about it, they use its actual like Japanese
Right.
name, which is Glaciolabilis
Yes.
Oh yeah.
from
Yeah.
FF3.
Wait, we fought that guy
We
already.
did.
We
Yes.
did, yeah.
We did, and the
Oh,
summon in
no
8
wonder.
the summon in 8 is named after him
Mhm.
in Japanese, but they changed the name in English
Yeah,
to Doom
Circus
Train.
Tower Boss. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
you know what? They probably changed it because they didn't want to bother changing the names again. They already had to do that once for
Yeah.
the last boss in Labyrinth of the Ancients. They had to change it.
Yes.
They're like,
Mhm.
oh, oops.
From
we gotta
Acheron to
reuse this.
Phlegethon or whatever.
Yeah, because they had to bring it back for a different boss later
Yeah.
on.
They keep running into issues with these demons because Glaciolabilis is from the Lesser Key of Solomon, so it's a
Yes.
demonology thing, and it's like, well, most things in Final Fantasy are named after things in there anyway. But it's just kind of funny that they were like, okay, we'll name it. No, we'll name that. No, we'll name this. And then if you go back in the history of Final Fantasy, it's there a couple of times, or at least like a little bit of it. So it's kind of funny. It just keeps getting name changed.
I also
but
want to
it's-
add, I don't know anything about non-14 lore, so everyone
Ooh.
getting all excited because Trano is like from Final Fantasy 9. I'm just like, I don't know what that is.
It's just a beautiful city. It was. 14 is a little bit less beautiful, but
Yeah.
the city hall.
In 9, it's a really gorgeous city. In 9,
Yeah, there's a
it has
little bit
really
of a
great music too.
yes, beautiful music. There's a little bit of an Easter egg because across that water area you can see a Malala walking by. Let me
Yeah.
be accurate. And they're like, "Oh, I got to get my deck ready for the tournament." And I'm like, "Yes," because there's a tournament in 9, a card tournament that you have to do.
Also, did you spot the other Milala that is asking about the Stellazio coins?
Yes.
No.
I was so
cool.
excited when I saw that. I'm like, oh my god, it's a little bit of a deep cut from 9.
This thing. Yeah.
That's cute. I love when
Yeah,
they throw
it's-
crap like that in there. I was a big fan
Yeah.
of the Omega raids, getting all of the like theme park boss fights. I know a lot of people didn't like just the random
Sure.
ruin, but I loved it. No shame.
Yeah.
I loved them using Kefka's original laugh
Yeah, yeah.
when
Yeah.
we go into the fight with him. So,
Oh, was that a thing?
Yeah.
that's the
okay.
laugh he uses in Final Fantasy VI.
Because it's
That's
so
hilarious.
The,
bit
like,
crushed
wop,
and
wop, 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 like sound bite rather than a real laugh.
yeah. I guess in this vein, since we're talking through it, so we did Demon Train, we come back and we have to play as our girl,
Yeah.
Cry,
Yes,
which
we
was
do.
very cool. I love that they still do this, right? It's super easy, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's fun to kind of step into someone else's experience, and then she kicks ass. Like
Yeah.
she's
Just
doing
use
stuff that
butterfly
nobody could
motif on cooldown.
Right?
do. Yeah,
Stronger than your
She just
average
wrecks
Picto.
stuff. Yeah, wreck stuff, puts out a fire, like it's stuff with the magic that I'd love to see more uses of.
References Yashtola's Nixie spell specifically when putting out the fire.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was really cute.
In that, there's a little bit more of 9 because you end up fighting the behemoth, which was under the weapon shop in Treno, because you had to beat a bunch of monsters under there. And I think
All
one
of
of them
the-
might be in the dungeon.
All 3 of the bosses
Yeah.
in the dungeon are the bosses
Yes,
from the weapon
yes.
shop. Yes.
And then you fight the behemoth with Kryl. Yeah, that's right. Just fun little nods that you don't need to know. It doesn't matter, but when you hear about it, you go, "Oh, that's cool."
You can kind of tell, even as like not somebody who played through 9, because you're like, that's a thing we haven't seen before, or is a very
Yeah.
specific version of a thing we have seen before.
Mhm.
So it's like that's probably from the game, like the ant in
Oh,
Endwalker, in the Endwalker
Yes.
dungeon.
yeah, the
Baron.
Yeah.
Lion.
Like
Yeah.
that is straight up a 4 boss, and you can tell because it's a different style. It's very Amano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
I that's one of the things I always love is like pointing out to people that I know that haven't played other Final Fantasy games when we
Mhm.
come across monsters. I'm like, that's from this.
Yeah.
Or them
It is a
watching
theme
all of
park.
us freak out because we see something we recognize and they're like, what is going on? What are you okay?
Me. That's me.
Yeah.
Just as fun to be the person who doesn't know what's going on though, because you like get that
Yeah.
like touch joy from someone else. Like there's joy happening right here, and you're like, okay, this is cool. What? I don't know what's happening.
I can be
Yay!"
excited. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Ah.
But,
Anybody else?
yeah, so-
Like as soon as we saw the older Lalafell, the only one in existence, you're like, well, she's related to Kryl.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my
Immediately,
god. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, it's Kryl's grandma. It has
Yeah.
to
That's
be.
what
And then I
that's-
forgot about the age gap, the age thing that
Yeah.
happened because they've been there for like 50 years.
Yeah.
I said the same thing. I was like, oh, it's
Sorry,
Kryle's grandma.
Yep.
I do kind of like that she wasn't just straight up her grandmother. It was a little bit more complex than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, the reveal, and so we'll start talking about Kryl and what we learned, right? It's like she's descended from the speaker or the
Some kind of-
speakers.
Royalty thing.
Yeah, who led them from the source to the ninth during the calamity. So the speaker
Yes.
was the one who wielded the key,
Yeah,
maybe,
they're like
who knows
keepers
exactly.
of the key,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
So it makes perfect sense.
from-
and it's yeah, go ahead.
I was say, and we're from Aloe Island.
Yes, right. So you can kind of track it all the way through, and Kryl being a part of that. Okay, sure. Yeah, contrite, maybe, but still makes a lot of sense with her character. Galuf being her grandfather, doing the research, trying to do this, trying to figure out where she came from, the way she got into the students, right? Like it all makes a lot of sense, and it's really cool. But yeah, I can see how her being her aunt and also part of the one bloodline of the Milala that matters, it's kind of interesting, and you kind of saw it
You
coming.
can't say that about the Milala. That's not okay.
Okay, well, not that mattered. That had an importance in some way. How about that?
That works.
An extra important.
Mm-mm-mm.
But that's cool. Like she warns us about the key.
And and that I don't know if anybody else felt this way, but I very much got Temulan vibes from that scene where the older Zayla lady
Temulan.
from Stormblood who tells you about your light and how you're a traveler, and she like literally calls the entire Azim thing well ahead of time.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
I was like, I'm getting more prophecy vibes here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of prophecy, right?
I love a prophecy.
Yeah.
And then after we get that creepy prophecy, we spot a weird girl who is not a Milala.
No, she does not belong.
Dressed like a Victorian child.
Holding a terrible squirrel.
Yeah.
Terrible squirrel.
Terrible squirrel.
Did you think that before or after it started talking?
Both.
Went from terrible to worse.
Yeah, but I think is she, I don't know if she's unique, but I think the glasses are unique.
The glasses are unique. They are not.
Yeah.
I don't think they're available for any other character, and I want them really badly.
Yeah. But it's kind of interesting to see the mysterious girl. All right, we'll just talk about it, right? Halmarut. Who,
one of our missing Asian buddies.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, they brought them back. They broke the stupid glass, and we're like, oh, we need the emergency.
Yeah. It's
Emergency
interesting.
Storyline.
It's interesting to me because the Unsundered.
They were never gonna leave.
Yeah. They have to be around somewhere because they're literally immortal once they're awakened, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe until they get killed. So it's like, well, they're just chilling. They got some orders and then yeah, they got orders and then their managers disappeared. And like in school, if your teacher's gone for more than 5 minutes, you could just leave. So
which is what we saw happen with Van Daniel.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited for it. I know there were people who were like, yay, no more Asians. I'm like, boo, no more Asians.
Yeah.
They're not. I don't feel like they're played out. They are an intrinsic part of the world story. They're leftover ones. When they're all dead, okay. But there are leftover ones.
We have what, 4 left?
I believe so.
Halmarut, Dudalafon, Ultima, and is Pastero still around? I think Pastero is also still around.
I think that was one of the ones
I want to say
killed.
Oh, that may be one of the ones that was killed on the.
Dudalafon was also killed.
Oh, Dudalafon was also killed. So
to be fair, that doesn't mean anything, though.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
I think the only one who is out of commission is La Habrea because he's in a rock.
Yeah, and the Unsundered are.
He's having a nice nap. He deserved it.
Emeraloth?
Oh, Emeraloth. Yes,
yeah,
we have not. I don't know if we've seen anything with her.
Yeah, I believe that's the case. And Halmarut, it's really interesting because Halmarut is the one that's about fungal and plant life, right? The weirdo, and then she manifests as kind of a weirdo, which is cool.
Yeah, her scales are really neat. She's very unique for an aura.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping that maybe that means we're going to be getting like some updates for faces and stuff, but maybe she's like a special unique one.
That's what RSLX in the chat is talking about, mentioning that I
hope so.
Their horns are unique, not just the glasses, but the horns and the scales.
Yeah.
And Yoshi did mention maybe we'd get some additional stuff in the future.
Please.
Fingers crossed.
Nice.
Please. I also love how she's a little scared. Like as soon as we lock eyes, she's like, "I'm out. I am out."
My initial impression.
I didn't sign up for this.
My initial impression of this character was like, what a weirdo. Do I like them? And then they like told us who they were, and I'm like, oh no, I don't.
I do.
You do?
I spot.
Yeah.
I was just saying, when we spotted her that very first time, I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, that girl just looks like, a weird otaku fangirl.
Yeah.
Like the stereotypical example of weird otaku fangirl.
Yeah.
The only thing that was
Absolutely.
missing was the swirls in the glasses.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And then she started talking. I'm like, oh no, that's exactly what she is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's
Poor NPC.
not off.
Stereotyped right off the bat.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it is a Japanese game.
It's a Japanese game, and she was kind of a hermit, and she's all into fungal and plant life. She's just a researcher, right? Like, Halmarut, you never hear about them doing anything, right? Like, Azem goes out and does stuff, right? Emmett Selk is going out and doing stuff. Halmarut was one of the researchers that did not really do much that we know of,
I was
right?
gonna say that we know.
Right, exactly. And
And she
her
puts
being the
weirdos
one.
into squirrels.
She does.
Stuffed
let's talk about the
squirrels
squirrel,
even.
too. So that squirrel, as soon as you saw it, did you know who it was?
No.
I was fairly certain. I was like, oh please be who it is, who I think it is.
Yes.
He has to be somewhere.
Because
To be fair, I didn't
Yeah.
pay much attention to the 7.3 story. I was honestly just
That's
really
fine.
angry, so
that's fine. I mean, that's
so
fine. It's like,
but
I
I'm
think-
like, didn't we kill this guy? Why is he here?
I honestly just thought the squirrel was part of her like weirdo costume, you know?
yeah.
Yes. And then
It
it
was-
started
it was a quirk.
talking.
Yeah.
And then it was its own character, and I was like, oh, this guy. I thought you would be
Yeah.
gone
Yep.
longer. Ugh.
It's when I saw her, I'm like, okay, she's unique. This is weird. She is not from here. No one's talking about her. We just saw Calyx with an Asian as they kind of dipped.
Yep.
We just saw it. So I was like, I wonder, Calyx doesn't have a body anymore. Where is he?
He's ridiculous.
And the squirrel started talking, and I'm like, yeah, that's okay. That's
He's-
yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
She said, I could
It-
give you a real body. And he said, don't you dare. I'd rather
Yeah.
be in a stuffed squirrel. Okay.
It makes
Okay,
perfect
you
sense with his
freaking
character.
Weirdo.
He's like, we're beyond bodies. Come on, man. This is what I do, right? I'm beyond a body. I don't need one.
He could be
Um,
anything else. But
he
he's already
could
really
be
big
anything
squirrel stuffy.
He could be anything else, but he's too serious. He's so serious that it comes back around to him not caring.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, it literally doesn't matter what vessel I'm in, because it doesn't, right? But I am so intrigued, right? I am so intrigued about what's happening next. Because, they start
guess-
talking. And it's a cryptic metaphor, but
The withering,
I guess
yeah.
it's
yeah.
actually
Yeah, that was.
as much as I
Interesting.
hate the squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess it's actually like for me, I looked at the squirrel and went, "That's just a part of the weirdo holding the squirrel. It's nothing
Mhm.
important. That's pretty good camouflage."
It's true. Right?
That's true, honestly.
It does,
Yeah.
yeah.
Why'd you
No
have
one's
to
gonna really
say
think
that?
That it's anything.
Sorry. I shouldn't have given him credit. Ooh. Anyway,
I don't know.
you guys were starting to brew something. Please continue.
Oh, sure, the withering. So
The withering,
Yes.
yeah.
yeah, what she's concerned about. So we knew that there are the Winterers. We heard of them with Calyx, and that it seemed like their idea was to somehow survive whatever the hell's going to happen. Now, we didn't know what they were talking about. We still don't. But it's interesting that the Asians who were left over, one of them was like, hey, screw it all, kill everybody. And it seems like the other one's like, we need people to survive. You don't understand. I don't want everyone to die. I want to help them, but I don't know how, and I thought I did, and that didn't seem to work. And Calyx is still, he's not even like mad about his situation. He's just upset that he can't save people, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
a really interesting way of portraying villains.
Yeah.
Is villains that seem to want to help but are going about it in what possibly is the wrong way, or at least according to our moral compass as the Warrior of Light.
Mm-hmm.
It's once again
Yeah.
taking the element of choice away from the people they're trying to save, which is
Yep.
often an issue with the villains in this story.
And the ancients themselves,
Mm.
right? They took away the choice, and then
Yep.
another one took away that choice too. It's all about taking away the choices all the way along, right?
I am so thrilled to think that our storyline is going to become us shard hopping to
Yes.
eventually figure out how to prevent this withering thing. I think that is
Right.
a great way to continue the story, and I cannot wait to see where they take it.
Right. Because she talks about what did she say? It's something about the silence left in the echo of the silence left behind the will of the star. You know who we killed. Um, not
Yeah.
accidentally. We did it on purpose.
I can pull up the
Yeah.
line for just a second.
Fair. So it's like,
What'd you say, Ferthi?
I can pull up the line. It's on the
oh, sure,
it's
sure.
on the
Mhm.
wiki.
Yeah, the wiki. What
Okay,
wiki?
sorry.
Oh yeah,
We have a
Gamerscape.
wiki?
Yeah.
Gamerscape.com/really cool wiki? What?
Yeah.
Okay, which part am I checking here again?
Her like one of her last lines, the silence
It
left.
echoes in the silence left by the will of the star.
Yes, echoes in the silence. So whatever this withering is, echoes in the silence left by the will of the star.
Yeah, and
Who the
then
hell
we
knows?
had the end of the end of patch
Oh
big
yeah.
red message that says wither blows fate's wandering will for gray clouds presage winter's chill, which is very
Yeah.
hard to read.
Yeah.
There's too
They
many
don't
words
make it
in
easy.
it that wiggle.
But
Wiggly
yeah, the
words.
withering.
But yeah, that's
the
a very
withering,
good point.
the winter. Yeah.
If you're ever like, what did that character say? It's on the wiki.
So-
It's on the
Gamerscape
wiki.
wiki got that quote. Let's go.
So now, based on what she said about the withering and about her and Calix's lines about the winters, and that last line specifically
Mhm.
about presage winter's chill.
Yeah.
Presage, of course, is like, you know, a warning.
Yeah.
So now I'm starting to wonder is the withering something that's happening with the etheric, like, because remember we were talking about the etheric currents being
Mhm.
drained all the way back in like Stormblood.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that not necessarily part of what Medion was doing? Is that something different? And she was
Ooh.
capitalizing on it. And
Accelerating it to a
therefore,
point.
she was accelerating it. And
Yeah.
so I'm thinking that the etheric currents are drying up. They are
Mhm.
withering. And in so doing, life will enter a winter of
Mhm.
everything being dead.
Yeah.
Or
It's-
like our reality. Boring.
Yeah. Or
It's-
our reality. Climate change.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Surprise!
Me talking about no magic, you talking about reality.
It's interesting because, right, you know, this is not the state of the world as it was, right? State of the world as it was one, and everything was cool, and then some things happened, right? And then there was a Band-Aid fix, that was Zodiark. And then there was a Band-Aid fix on top of that Band-Aid fix
I
that
want
wasn't really a fix, but kind of a fix.
Band-Aids that
with-
have Zodiark on them now.
Oh
would be
my
funny.
goodness, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Light and darkness bandages.
I am
Yeah.
actually gonna look up and see if that's a thing that I can have printed, and if so,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
bringing that
no.
to FanFest. Find me.
Do
I
it.
look like this.
Yeah. But so yeah, anything could be happening with the star now. Is it because it was separated, right? Was there something that Hydaelyn was doing to keep them okay? Was it the combination of Hydaelyn and Zodiark? Is it because that they're shards? Do they have a predisposition to rejoining of themselves or just dying because they're cut off from the source, right? Are all the shards going to die? Are they all going to rejoin and then die? Like, what? You know, withering seems like they're going to wither on the vine, right? Which is great because it's Halmarut.
You can't
We're
say on
talking
the
about
vine
all
in my
these plant
presence, I'll
things.
cry.
But that's why I love that it's Halmarut talking about surviving after a winter, being the fungal and plant life expert, where they were all made, well, I guess made ancients, right? In our world, they all evolved to do this, but they were all made to do that, right? And it's very interesting that she has a different view of how to survive. Is she going to start talking about pruning some of those other worlds, right? I don't know, but it's really, really interesting.
ATV?
So
I'm just saying, one of the white mage staffs look like an ATV pokey stick.
yeah, it's true. I knew exactly what you're talking about. I don't know. It's really interesting. I think I hadn't talked too much about like speculation, right? Because we didn't really know, right? After Calyx, we're like, okay, there's some stuff coming. Now it feels like we can speculate a little bit more, and they are lampshading this winter over and over again, over and over and over again. And it's interesting because Yoshi P always talks about the sunrise, sunset, right? Sun rises again with Dawn Trail because it's set with Endwalker.
Yeah.
If we're going towards noon and the blinding light of noon, right, or something like that, that makes a lot of sense. Winter, very shiny with all the snow. I still think that we're going to the Blind Frost next because Emmett Self mentioned it. And that would make a whole lot of sense with all the rest of this lampshading, but I definitely could be wrong. No one, I don't believe anyone in the community has ever gotten it right 100%. So I don't know.
There's that one crazy dude.
Yeah.
But that was
way back.
Only until like Shadowbringers.
That's right.
And then
way
it went
back.
off the rail.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I kind of want to add on to that, like, too, just
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of like this is about, if we're talking about winter and this is like a winter kind of thing, and you're talking about the winter frost plays, is this why maybe the expansion is being delayed instead of having it in the summer? We're probably going to be getting it like January 2027,
Right.
which is the dead of winter.
It would make sense, right?
So
Yeah.
I don't like it, but
I don't
Yeah.
think that's the reason, but if they want to say that's the reason, I'm down.
It would
Yeah.
help. It would work. Yeah.
Well, it's like how they tried to release Endwalker on the night of a new moon, but they had to delay it by 2 weeks and it got messed up, so we ended up with the full moon instead or something, or reverse. I can't remember which way it was.
Yeah, I remember that comment from them. Yeah.
Yep.
It's, they do think about it.
They do think about the real world symbolism when they make stuff, so it's kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
Disco Club in chat said, didn't Yoshi talk about the 2.0 era change coming in the future? I wonder if this is the world ends in ice instead of fire from the moon dropping.
Oh,
poetic.
Yeah, there's still some speculation because of all the interviews that he was doing, right? About this being a new ARR, a new start.
You know what? Actually, remember, I don't know how much you guys remember, but they said that they didn't want to do like level 100. They wanted that to be max, and they wanted to do a new system going forward. So maybe this has some kind of ties into that.
It could, right? It really could. And I would love to see
that. Into it. I'd love to see it actually happen, and them not just kind of whiff it somewhere and pretend just wipe it under the rug. We never said this, really. Don't think about it too hard.
I mean, they say they'd like to, right? So sometimes you can't do the things you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked it up. I can get Zodiark band-aids printed. I will start on that later today.
Yes.
Good. Is there anything else from the MSQ? I think we got to the end, but was there anything else?
I don't think so.
I like the characters. I like the resolution, even if I thought Kryle's little issue was kind of silly.
Which is very fair.
Yeah.
I like that they're weaving the lore that we have back into things. I get that they had to start someplace new and get back to this point, but I'm glad that we're getting to this point at long last.
Yeah.
Yes. So my score for this was a 4. I did definitely think it was better than, like I said at the beginning, like everything else. So it's like a 4.9. I can't give it a 5. Because the things that I have given a 5 in the past were better than this. Does that make sense?
I mean, that's fine,
definitely.
Right?
So it's like 4 almost 5.
It's a very scientific measure.
Yeah.
I can go next. I also gave it a 4. I do believe. I have to find I went back and forth, but yeah, I did give it a 4. I loved it. I did. I really did, and I don't know what it would take to get it to a 5 right now, right? Like, that's often what I think about after I give it a score. I go, okay, so how would it have gotten to a 5? And I don't know, because I think it was great for me, right?
It was good.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I could have dealt with more Trano. I think it really was what it is, right? I wanted more of that. And we kind of left it, and we'll see how it goes from there. We're gonna heal everyone, but I don't know.
I feel like this patch suffers a little bit because of previous patches, which isn't really fair to this patch by itself.
It is not fair, no.
But it do be what it do be.
Yeah.
Ferthi, what'd you give it?
So I ended up also giving it a 4, because I felt it was a step up from prior patches, which honestly I probably would have given like a 2 or a 3 for historical. But I couldn't give it a 5 because it didn't have like that wow factor that I got during Shadowbringers story. Like basically the whole of Shadowbringers, it was just like, yeah, this is great, this is awesome. I haven't felt that for a really long time, really. So, and Dawn Trail is definitely not been on that list.
Sure.
Yeah, but I ended up enjoying it more than I thought I would, so I figured a 4 was fair.
Charles.
No, I did give it a 5, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
Yes.
I was
yes.
like,
okay.
That's too many 4s.
No, yeah. And now I remember the reason that I did is because of the single person instance with Cry. That's why I was on about it so much. Because I had my notes here and I'm like, man, I really love that. Why did I love it so much? Yes. That's why I gave it a 5. I'm like, I know I gave something a 5. Was it the MSQ? It was. And that's why I couldn't figure out what would give it a 5, because I did. That makes sense now.
Your 5 and my 4 will meet in the middle and give it the score that we actually want, which is why a group review is great.
So, Eric, what did you say?
So I gave it a 5, and I gave it a 5 specifically basing it more around Dawn Trail's overall like MSQ rather than the whole game. Because I do think that otherwise I'd probably give it like a 4.5.
Yeah.
If I was comparing it to like 5.3 or stuff with like big wow factors. But this wasn't to me, this wasn't supposed to be a major patch, so I didn't want to dock it points for not like, making me sob like a baby. But
fair. That's fair. Yeah.
I think everything they did for the actual story aspect, I think they did an excellent job. I appreciated them finding a way to like get some of the characters to kind of bow out of the story for now, because I really do think that a lot of the Scion presence in Dawn Trail was unnecessary.
Right.
And
agreed.
I was like, if I had to dock it anything, I was sad that Wu Clement wasn't more involved, but I like her, unlike most people. So
I did think the way they got rid of her was funny.
It was very funny, and it was
now go
by shonen protagonist time go.
Yeah.
I thought the character development for Cryo was absolutely great. I thought it was very needed after she kind of got screwed in the regular MSQ for the base game. And just all of the stuff with Halmarut and Treno and everything I thought was excellent. Like I said, this I felt was the way to reference a Final Fantasy game in 14 setting, where you still have all those references. They're still there, but you're telling your own original story. You're not just refeeding me FF9.
Yeah.
Story beat for story beat.
So next up, we have Dungeon. It was fine.
A bungler.
It was fine.
It was fine. It was fine.
It was a dungeon.
Yeah.
It was a dungeon with bosses.
Right?
Yeah, honestly, I can't believe
we all gave the same score. We all thought it was fine.
We did.
In comparison, in comparison to the previous dungeon, like it is fine. The last dungeon was great. The last dungeon was
great.
Yeah.
It was cool to look at.
Yeah, it was really neat.
All the dungeons are cool to look at, to be fair. But like the last dungeon had some really interesting mechanics we haven't seen before, haven't had to deal with before.
Right.
Made your brain be on and sparkly and good. And this one was a dungeon.
Very basic. Yeah.
Certainly a dungeon. Go ahead.
I did really. Oh, go ahead. You go ahead first.
I was like, mine was going to be mainly a mechanic thing, but like I will say, aesthetics wise, I'll wait on the mechanics thing. Aesthetic wise, once again, all this proved to me was that this should have been a zone and not just a dungeon. Because the coolest part of the dungeon was sliding down the rail line
That
and
was
jumping
really
into
neat.
the field.
I forgot about that part.
Yeah, you're right.
That was my favorite part.
Sliding down that
Yeah.
line and seeing the bubble, the
Yeah.
damaged bubble. You're like, what's
Yeah.
going on here, everybody?
Yeah. Is anyone still alive? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
eaten. Hooray. Oh man, we didn't talk about the dragon radar. That thing was hilarious.
The dragon radar. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we did a little bit because he broke it.
Yeah, he did break it.
Yeah. The trash is trash. I try not to
Yeah.
give too much credit to trash anymore, like negative credit to trash anymore, because
Yeah.
they
It's
do not
just
try. The most
the word.
interesting
No.
trash
Yep.
in this dungeon were the big rock dudes. I think it's them at the gate who did constant large circular AoEs that
Oh,
means
yeah.
you had to move around a lot.
Yeah.
That's the most interesting part of trash in this dungeon. The bosses
Mhm.
were also not interesting. I mean, you can hide
No.
behind
No.
a rock. You're safe. Don't
Yeah.
break the rocks. That's sort of interesting.
Yeah.
That was the mechanic bit I wanted to
Yeah.
talk about.
Go ahead.
Oh,
go
yeah?
ahead.
Oh yeah.
So they haven't really. This is kind of one of the first times in quite a long time where they've actually been like, yeah, hey, we added a raid wipe mechanic to this dungeon. If you break all these rocks, you're screwed.
Yeah,
And that was
that's it.
that
You're
was
done.
really fun. My pug group, we managed to break most of the rocks. Yeah, we ended up dying. That was great. But we also didn't have enough DPS the second time, so we had like negative rocks on the very last cast, but the boss had 2% HP as he's casting, and we're just sitting here like, oh my god, please die, please die.
Believe.
We managed, just barely, but we managed.
I had a guy the first time I went through. He must have. Maybe he was returning or something. He could not, for the life of him, do his job and be alive at the same time. Poor little guy. He broke every single rock that he was near all the time, every time, with every single mechanic that he got, including the linear. The linear can go on DPS too, and he broke like 2 rocks with that thing, and I'm like, guy, are you sleeping?
We need
You're like,
those.
"What's
We
happening?"
need those.
Yeah.
Just
That's funny.
not super aware. Can't be too
Yeah.
mad. It's just a dungeon, but whew.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And,
Um,
I always do it with duty support the first time, so.
So
I
said,
had
like,
to
forgot
because
to
of
do
the
it this time.
DDoS.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
True.
Yeah.
We went into the dungeon with a regular group, like it was me and my husband and 2 other people, and we got all the way inside the gates of Treno, and we're going around the corner to get to the last pull of trash, and everything froze. And the tank of the run went, well, rip, and then everybody disconnected. And so I was just like, hey, disconnect connection was added in this patch. I am going to utilize it and do trusts. And so I ran it with trust.
Yeah.
That is extremely fair.
Yeah.
It is nice that they added it. Oof.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to do it
I-
the first time because, I'm
Perfect.
kind of vibing through the story. And yeah, I wish there were more. Like, Sphene did not have much to say. I was hoping that she would.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Sometimes it's great.
Yeah.
Alice A and Holminster Switch, great, but sometimes
Sobbing.
it's just
Mhm.
man.
Another
I wish
thing-
they'd added disconnect protection for crafting, because I spent most of the
Yes.
last 2 weeks
Yes.
Oh.
crafting, and the amount of really nice, what is it, level 100 4-star materials that have been consigned to the ether because I disconnected while I was crafting them is just a little too high for me this
Yeah.
year.
That sucks.
That is-
that's rough.
That is something that would have no real side effects, right? Like just
Yep.
do it. Just do it.
Yeah, really.
Something I wanted to
Honestly.
mention during MSQ that I forgot was I was
Mm.
super amused, and maybe it's just me, but super amused when we get back to Solution 9 and Sphene's like advisor guy is like, if you do that again, could you tell me, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was not
he's in
pleased.
trouble.
Yeah. You can't just leave. You're literally the queen, dummy.
And you can die now. So don't.
Yeah.
funny. But yeah,
Oh
dungeon.
god.
I did like the second boss just because it was a pony, Not gonna
Oh,
lie.
sure.
Yeah.
The
Yes, the swordfish
bio.
horse.
Yeah, swordfish horse. That's true.
The bio, I was gonna say, the bio mechanic was the only mechanic in the entire dungeon where I was like, I what?
Yeah.
Oh
Where
my
do I
god.
go?
Here's the
Yeah.
thing about that one though, especially if you're a ranged person, it's the same pattern always. He
Yeah,
goes to the
and
wall.
There's
he
a
bounces off to
safe
the
spot for
right,
a melee.
and you just
There's
stand
safe spots for a melee. You just have to move. You move
Mhm.
like 2 inches to the right, and then you're
Yep.
safe for the rest of the mechanic.
It's all
But
same
the first
pattern.
time we saw it, we had 2 people who were like, "What the fuck?" And then they died. And one of them was our healer, and the other one was the reser. And I was just like, "Oh, we're fucked."
Oh, well.
And I tried to keep us alive because I was on my paladin, but not good enough. There's too many dot things going on. I'm pretty sure I had a dot at one point. I don't know where it came from, but
I
so
will say,
that was very fun.
yeah. I will say I did enjoy the last fight. I do enjoy the last fight. You do have to pay attention. It's not super hard. I cheating reading through Ferthi's write up. That tornado does the same thing
What?
that the
Yeah.
lightning balls do. Like it's just
Wait,
going around
what?
the edge, and it also has linears that come off of it and point at all the other linear stuff.
Oh, is that
Mm.
what it's doing? I just stared and
I
I was like, I don't know what
also
that is. I'm
initially
gonna
was
be
like,
on
"Is
the
that
other
doing
side of the
anything?"
arena.
Yeah.
My whole group were like, we don't know what that's doing. We're just gonna collectively go over here.
I mean, staying away from it honestly is probably the best way to avoid the crap that it does. But it just does the same thing that all of the balls in the Griffin
Yeah.
do with all the linears.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
But because it's
Yeah.
moving, you don't necessarily know where it's going to be all the time. It's like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, pay attention to two
Yeah.
things that move. So, you know.
I will
So
say,
here's the-
I will just say real quick, Braha made that fight really annoyingly hard for me because he
Yeah.
was the person I picked to follow,
Yeah.
and he always stands in like the magic pixel right next to the boss.
Yes, he
Because there's
does.
always one melee spot that's available when all those lines go around. He finds it, but he like rushes to it in like half a second, and my big lumbering Rogadin butt is like 2 seconds too late, cleaved. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I spent that whole fight with like 4 Volt stacks.
Oof.
Yeah, he would get to it first, and I was playing Black Mage, and I'm like, well, I have to trust somebody, so I guess I'll trust him. And like, I'd go to him,
Mistakes were
and then it
made.
would show up, and I'm like, oh, you asshole! And I sidestepped it. I think I got 1 Vuln stack the first time because I was not prepared for him to just be exactly where he's supposed to be. I thought it was going to be bigger than that. Oh my goodness!
Some
I
of the
guess we
spots
can
are
talk.
teeny.
It's not dungeon related, and maybe it'll go into other. But people were like, Graha doesn't sound like Graha.
Yeah.
Did you
Oh,
notice
yeah,
that?
No.
It's not
someone
Graha.
was saying that he was sick or something. Maybe that was one of the
Yes.
suspicions.
Yes, he did. He did do the voiceover, Jonathan Bailey, that is. But he was in between Wicked and Broadway, so his voice was shot. But he has said that he would do it pro bono because he loves the character. So he did. Apparently, he did do it.
Didn't
Yeah,
sound
But he
good
just
at
sounds
all.
sick. He sounds sick or something.
Oh my
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
gosh.
because Kotaku apparently reached out to his like
Yeah.
publicist, and said his publicist said that he didn't want to talk about it. So of course, immediately everybody was like,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Oh, maybe he just felt bad because he knew that he couldn't do the best that he wanted to. Poor little guy. He's talked about it in the past, like having to worry
Yeah.
about his voice being shot.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, he was.
'Cause he's
I know
really
he.
busy.
Yeah, I know he said like like over a year ago when they were first recording Dawn Trail, he said he was having trouble.
Yeah.
And was like, hey, if my voice sounds weird in Dawn Trail, just understand.
He's so busy.
Yeah.
It's not on purpose. I'm just busy.
He's, the sexiest man alive or something now. So,
Right.
it
Yes,
just
he
happens.
was 2025 sexiest man alive. Good job,
Yeah.
Gahatia.
So he's a little busy. And
Yeah,
it's
like,
funny.
Everything you look up about that guy, he seems like a genuinely kind person. So I'm gonna
Right.
give him a break.
Yeah,
Yep.
he seems all right. It's okay. Next time though. Next time. Just blow
Oh.
off Wicked or Broadway or whatever. 14 is obviously more important. Come on.
I'm usually pretty good on the sound pickup. I genuinely thought it was somebody else.
I don't. And it still.
It sounded
could
like
be.
somebody else for the most part.
Yeah, there were
Yeah.
like speech patterns that were similar, and I was like, dang, this guy really
Yeah.
studied his speech patterns. No, it's just him with a fucked up voice.
Yeah.
Poor
So
guy.
I have a confession to make.
Yes.
I had disabled the voices like
Oh.
several months ago.
Yeah.
So I played most of the patch without the voices on, and just
Oh.
like, wow, they didn't voice most of the stuff. This is weird.
So
Hilarious.
funny enough, I had a similar experience to you.
Oh.
I didn't turn the voices off. I bought a brand new headset, which is the one that I'm using right now. This headset has that immersive surround sound thing that they added to 14, which is nice, except when you're doing cutscenes, because then the voice acting will go towards where the camera is pointed, meaning I couldn't hear anybody for the first like 3 cutscenes of the patch. I'm like, wow, these are all voiceless. But then I would think I would hear it in the back of my headset. And so then I was like going in and fiddling with, I like turned the voices up. I'm like, maybe I turned them down too low. Then I could hear them, but it sounded like they were in a stadium really far away from me. And so then I turned the immersive audio off, fixed it immediately.
Hilarious.
Oh no!
So I missed like the first 3 cutscenes. All of the lines that Senna did for Wukelmot, missed them all. I feel so bad.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to laugh at you, but that's pretty funny.
That's okay. I'm laughing at myself. It's worth it.
You know, when you install the Immerse pack for the game, they specifically tell you to make sure your headphones aren't doing the same thing. I guess they know that happens.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess the jury's still out. I thought maybe it's just him. He had a swollen tongue, he said, at some point.
Yeah. It could be.
And I
him.
was like,
I mean, there are parts that
know.
definitely sound like him.
Yeah. So who knows? Are we?
If it is somebody else, I just really hope that the community gives him grace.
Yes.
Whoever is, if there is someone replacing him, because I saw a lot of people on social media following the patch coming out that were real mean about the fact that he possibly wasn't voicing the role, and they're like, "How could he do this to us?" I'm like, "He's a celebrity.
He has a life. Like,
it's a it's a job. He's not your boyfriend."
Yeah.
As much as you want him to be.
No matter what you think.
He's America's boyfriend this year.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, you're gonna have to learn to share.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that was the dungeon. I'm sorry to go on that.
That was the dungeon.
It just reminded me.
Yeah, let's. I gave it a 3.
Yep, 3.
Yeah, 3.
Also a 3.
Yeah. 3 across the board. It was fine. Capital F fine. Good job, dungeon, for not being.
It was
bad.
a dungeon.
Yeah.
You weren't terrible.
One of the dungeons of all time.
Yeah, that. So the raid, though. Wait, is that the raid?
That was better.
No, let's not do the raid. Let's do the trial. That's
okay. We'll do the trial first. Okay, yeah.
Trial. I liked that this trial wasn't immediately after the dungeon.
Yes.
I mean,
nice sequence break.
Yes, I kind of like that they are incorporating the dungeons and trials to make them important to the storyline, especially the trial, to be honest. But I don't like that they're just back to back. It's like, and we plunked this in here, and here's the rest of the story. Don't slot it in just to get it in there, right? Put it somewhere where it makes sense, where it feels like a good flow to the story. And this time, I will say that the trial felt like it was in a better place.
Yes.
Yep.
Definitely agree. And I agree on the shoehorning it in there. At times, it felt like, okay, here's your combat. Now shut up. All right, we're going back to the next.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, man. This is not a visual novel, as much as it is related close to one, but it is not.
Felt less formulaic.
Did everyone enjoy that we got to fight a train for the second time?
Yeah.
If anyone had told me that I was going to be fighting a train at all ever, I'd be like, "You're weird." And then you're gonna tell me you're gonna do it twice. I'd be like, "All right, you're just really insane." But here we are.
If I had a nickel for every time I had to fight a train in Final Fantasy XIV, I would have 2 nickels.
Yep, that's in my whatchamacallit message. My review. That's the word.
It's funny because you had been saying that you hadn't played other Final Fantasies, and I'm like, oh, we got anthropomorphic houses in 7 that blew up when you fought. I mean, like, yeah, fighting a train is, that's it happens.
Also, I appreciate the fact that this time the train suplexed us.
Yes, that was
Yeah,
very.
true. It had
Yes.
arms and everything. Ridiculous.
I wish I knew less about the trial before going into it,
Yeah.
because that would have been just a great moment. I kind of knew that it was gonna happen in some way. I just didn't know how, or if it was in the extreme or not, right? But I don't know. Doom Train was fine. There was some fun,
Hated his
almost
face.
fun mechanic.
Hated
Yeah.
his noise.
Sure, yeah.
I kind of liked the mechanic in the normal version
Mm-hmm.
where it's the big ass circle and it moves around on the diamond. I thought that was
Yeah.
the most interesting mechanic.
Oh, that was really neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Arcane something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy enough to navigate, but like
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah.
Versus
Wait till you
everything
see it
else.
in extreme.
Yeah.
Oh, see. Yeah, I have not done the extreme, and
And
I'll
I
definitely
haven't
be
had time
relying on
either.
you guys to talk about that.
Mm.
I think it was very reminiscent of, oh my goodness, which weapon is that with the jumping on and off of things? Sapphire, Emerald,
Diamond.
Diamond. See, I was
Diamond.
wrong in every count. I like the multi-tier fight, right? I like that sort of stuff, even though I don't like teleporters as a caster. I just don't like them.
I always appreciate when the devs decide to do interesting things with
Mhm.
arena design,
Yeah.
and especially motion in arena design. It was one of the things that I always loved about, funny enough, the Glaciolabalus fight in
Mhm.
Circus Tower was jumping onto the outside platform and having to kill the ads fast enough to
Yeah,
do
that was
things.
ooh, that was cool.
I missed that.
Yeah.
We'll never
And-
do it again.
And yeah, you probably, unfortunately, Ferthi, missed it because it was only a thing on content, and then by the time
Oh
like
no, I did
World
it. It was good.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
I'm a
because like
2.0 player.
oh, okay. I was like because it's one of those things that like most people don't get to experience those mechanics anymore because everything dies so fast.
Yeah.
I really hope that they fix that stuff, honestly. Just total sidetrack. I really hope they go back and make it so those fights aren't like
Sure.
just kind of, ooh, hello, I have this much gear, so the boss is gone now.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
a level squish. I don't know how they're going to achieve that, but we need a level squish
Mhm.
and a stat squish
I
again.
feel like they should have a little checkbox that you can put next to when you queue up for things like alliances that says, I have 30 minutes or I have more than 30 minutes. That
Sure.
way, if you don't have time, you can get Circus Tower and get that shit done. Or
Mhm.
if you are really sick of Circus Tower and would like to do anything else, you can do a different
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Those tend
still
to be the two stances as far as alliances, I think.
Labyrinth. Yeah. So, Crystal Tower or not.
It's true. It's very true. Yeah. One of the other really neat things that I liked in the extreme though, or not just the extreme, but in the normal mode, is they actually made use of the sound effects for some of the mechanics to tell what's going on.
Yes.
Like I don't know if it's the same in the normal as it is in the extreme, but one of the extreme mechanics, the choo-choo train, when you're in that intermission section, if it honks twice or whatever at you, then it means that you're gonna have a pairs or I can't remember honestly. I'm a
Oh.
tank, so I don't do with that mechanic. So I just know about it because they were talking about it. But then if
Yeah.
it honks 3 times, then it's a spread, and I was just like, oh, that's really neat. Like,
That
Yeah.
is nice.
and there's the amount of people who had their sound break and they're like, I can't tell the mechanic. Or
Oh,
the
no.
amount of people who just
Oh.
had the sound effects down really low and like the music up really high and they're like, I can't hear this.
That's-
Oh, no, yeah.
It's very funny, but it was really neat that they added something like that in. So I was happy for that.
Yeah, and that's actually the other mechanic that requires a sound cue from extreme is the twister mechanic, where
Yes!
it raises it raises its arms and snaps, and you have to listen for the snap and move.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
There is still a
I-
visual component in case you have hearing
Yeah.
accessibility issues, but
Mhm.
the snap is still very, very cool to
Yeah.
hear.
I
also-
honestly love a sound cue. Sometimes your eyes got other things to do, so having that sound cue there, very peak, very peak.
It's very
Mhm.
nice, yeah. Another thing about the twister is I really like that people didn't realize it was a twister at first. The amount of people who just kind of were like, is this like, they're trying to figure out if it was a stag or something. One of my friends, they did it like day one, they were telling me about it, and I was just like, you guys didn't know it was a twister, did you? And he's like, no, we thought maybe it was like a stack or some sort of like we have to spread into pairs or something. We tried everything, and eventually someone was like, it's just a twister.
Are we talking about like
And we're like, oh,
Twintania Twister?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tiny
Okay,
twisters. Yep.
Like
Yeah,
it's
I haven't done the extreme yet either. So.
Mhm.
Oh
It,
well,
it snaps
sorry,
and you get
but
struck
also
by
not.
lightning.
Oh, it's all-
You get struck by lightning, and if you get struck by lightning, you die.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
It's
move,
very
right,
funny.
right, right.
Unless
Thunder
you're a
Plains.
tank, then you just
Classic
take
Thunder
half
Plains.
damage.
Unless you're tank.
Tank
okay.
privilege is real.
Yeah.
So nice for you.
Tank privilege.
That's why I
Yeah.
play tank. It's easy.
I just love the sentence, oh, it's just a twister, because my goodness, Twister. Back
Oh
in
my
the day.
god.
Oh my god.
Well, especially the pre-nerfed version of it, where it
Yep.
actually quietly tethered you, and you had
Yes.
to run in a circle and not straight away from it, or it'd explode.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
Twisters.
Which, if I remember correctly, in Ultimate, it has the original version of the twister mechanic, and you have to do it that way.
I think so
Which is
too. I
great.
think you have to keep moving the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to keep running away from it because you don't know where it's gonna drop while it's in the cast bar. And you don't want to be standing anywhere near where it could possibly be, so you just have to keep going.
Welp.
But yeah, I really loved this. I really liked the trial. I liked all of the different train cars having different mechanics you had
Yes.
to assess as you were going. It made the fight, even though like it felt very much like turn 7 of Coil to me, in the sense that there was like 3 major mechanics you had to keep an eye on, but how those mechanics got utilized depending on what train car you were on and the way things were laid out was so clever. It made it feel more investing,
Right.
Yeah.
even in the normal version.
Yeah. We always.
Yeah,
lament.
no, I really enjoyed it, honestly. I wasn't expecting to. I thought that I was scared at when they first showed it off, when the live letters and stuff, I was
Yeah.
like, this train is really ugly and I don't like it.
It is really ugly. You are not
It's
wrong.
true. But yeah, we always lament about circular or square or static stage layouts for raids and trials and whatever. And like you were saying, Eric, the motion of this one really helps hide the fact that it's still just a rectangular, you know what I mean? Like, and then
Yeah.
you go to the intermission and it doesn't even matter. But finding ways to hide that, or to play it up, like being knocked from one car to another, right? Very Shinryu. Let me tell you, first time I did it in normal, oh man, was I the only one alive for a little bit. But I was a red mage at the time, so it was okay. It was okay. It was fine. Nothing happens after that. After the first knockback, at least. In normal.
I'm gonna be the odd one out on this one. Ooh. Also,
Yeah.
I will say this, being fully aware that I've not done the extreme, so I probably haven't done the fun one.
Yeah.
I appreciated how they used the field to make the mechanics somewhat interesting, but nothing really struck me as like super innovative. The thing I thought was coolest was the conal that the tank had to deal with during the quote unquote ads intermission. That was cool. That was neat.
That was a pain.
Yeah, it was absolute pain. Yeah.
I traumatized my normal mode group with that because as the tank, I was like, you know what? This thing keeps spinning. I don't know where it's gonna stop. I'm not gonna chase it because I'm a melee. I'm gonna hit the boss. So I'm just in the middle, and this cone is like doing circles around the middle, and the group is panicking. They're running around it. I'm just like, just stand still. I will move. Just hang on.
Yeah. After saving us from the knockback, I ate it on the triangle because I usually hang out around like the off tank just because, well, in the static that I was in, they usually save my life. But still,
very fair.
At some point, I'm like, oh, I'm in the triangle. Oh, because it's
Sasha,
on
where's
you.
your buddy?
I am so dead. I'm so dead. And so I was the only one to die during that part.
No, I thought that mechanic was cool. The rest of them were. It was a good trial.
Yeah.
For being a normal trial in an MSU that you have to do. I will say that.
Yeah.
But for me, it was also just kind of fine. Maybe fine plus.
That's fair.
But I can agree with you. Like the mechanics are not terribly innovative in the fight. It's more just the way that the arena it iterates on them a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's no. I always go back to like Zillennia because of the circuit mechanics and things like that, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And this is not that, yeah. So,
But again, that is my opinion, and I think that the excitement that other people are feeling from it is great.
Mhm.
I'm glad that people did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
It's a good time. Good use. I saw a mostly good use of the strategy board, which we'll talk about in other.
Ooh.
But yeah, no, they just made a picture of Doom Train because it was normal. They're like, here's a picture of Doom Train.
I love that people are
So enjoy.
using the strategy board to make stupid faces. It's so
Yeah.
good.
To meet all the
Yes.
memes.
It's a
Yep.
meme board. It's not a strategy board, and I am here for it.
I have not seen a single actual strategy from the strategy
I've seen
board.
one,
I'm sure they
and
exist.
it wasn't useful. It was
Oh.
not good. It was not good.
I'm sure
Oh,
they
no.
exist, but I
We'll see it
haven't
in
been
Savage
for
for
them, and all I've seen is silly faces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll probably get used more in Savage and Ultimate for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I put a 3 for the trial. It's like a
Mhm.
3.7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine was a 4. I enjoyed it. You know, I liked the song is a banger. I was waiting for that. You know, we didn't mention it before. Song is a banger. Train's got arms. It's pretty cool.
Train got hands.
Yeah. I did not do the extreme. I think that it may have. I don't think it would have elevated it to a 5, but I know because I watched the video that those mechanics are really cool. So I like the twister that caught me off guard. So it's a 4 for me. I don't think that I will be doing the extreme very much, but hey, it's a cool trial.
Is it my turn?
Yes. But you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, okay. So I ended up giving it a 5 because I enjoyed it way more than I thought I was going
Yeah.
to. And I don't actually have to go back and do it again because I got 2 weapons in 4 runs, and I'm just like, I'm
Hell
pretty
yeah.
happy with
Oh, there you
that.
go.
Nice.
I do want the wings eventually,
I was
but
gonna say,
that's
what about
like
the wings?
long term. Yeah, that's like a long term project. I usually farm those like the end of the X pack kind of deal.
Yeah, for something to do.
But yeah, otherwise, like I gave it a 5 of 5. I had a lot of fun. The mechanics, the speed picked up into the extreme. So like I'm kind of basic it on the extreme too, because like
Yeah,
I'm
that makes
like a hardcore raider, so I don't. Yeah, it was a lot more fun in there. So yeah.
So I gave it a 4 out of 5, probably leaning more to like 4.5 if I was getting into like the nitty gritty of it.
Mhm.
I thought it was really fun. I do agree with Xen that the mechanics are very basic for the fight, with the exception of like a couple. So that's kind of why I docked it a point. I do agree. I just think that the arena layout and the way that the arena is utilized really helps kind of elevate those basic mechanics.
Mhm.
And then the stuff that they added in the extreme, the twisters and the absolute like butthole clenching moments of the double tank buster in the ad phase, I think those are really well put into the game. And also using sound cues. I think using sound cues
Yeah.
is
The sound cues is
really
A plus.
cool. I do appreciate that there are
Choo-choo.
still visual cues for people who have
Mhm.
any sort of auditory issues and need
Yes.
accessibility.
Yeah.
Because obviously without those that would be really bad.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
can't just do sound.
Also, a couple of extra points specifically for the weapons having choo-choo noises when you wield them.
Yes, I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
about that part. Oh my god, yes.
And it will do it during cutscenes if your character takes the weapon
Oh,
out in a
it's
cutscene.
no way.
Hilarious. Oh no.
Yeah, I saw Mr. Happy's short on YouTube. He just posted he's like had the weapon drawn during the raid cutscene, and it went choo choo in the middle of a serious
serious
conversation. And I'm just like, oh my god, that's so good.
That's great.
Oh
That's good.
god.
All right. So that put that one at 16. I totally made visuals to pop up and have forgotten about them. Here we go. What are we on? We're on trial. I'll click it. Bam. So main scenario was an 18, dungeon was a 12, and trial was a 16.
All right, seems good.
Next up, Raid.
I mean, come
Fives
on.
across
Chef's
the board.
kiss.
Just kidding. That's not what it was.
Sorry.
I mean,
But
very good. You're not alone. It's very good.
Oh, thank God.
it's super good. It's super good. Ah, my gosh. I've never been a wrestling fan. Never really
Yeah.
like super into it growing up.
Same.
But there's just the way the story was woven with all its goofy ins and outs. I loved it.
Yeah, go.
At the very end, after the fourth fight, I was kind of like, wait, that's it? But this has been so good. And then they added more. The cutscenes, the story cutscenes after the last fight were so goofy.
Yeah,
They
So
they're just
really
hilarious.
goofy. And they solidified, saved the story for me 100%.
Sure.
I don't want to spoil
Yeah.
it too much, but as I was going into the third fight, one of the people I was with goes, "You think it's going to be Brute Bomber again?" And then when that last cutscene happened, I was like,
Yeah.
"No way!"
Yeah.
How
No,
dare
that
you.
was
I
good.
was waiting. I had
Yeah.
been waiting. I knew. I just was
Yeah.
waiting for when.
Win.
It
Yes.
was even better
Yes.
for him too, because he had a Brute Bomber glam on for that tag
Yeah.
team thing at the end. Funny as hell.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ah.
The story, it started like, oh, this is serious, and it's not, and then it's serious, and it's not, and they pull that off here in this last phase
Yeah.
as well, because there's a moment where I go, oh shit, that can't be right, like that can't be the truth, and maybe it's not the worst possible, right, outcome, but like that fake out for a moment, I was like, oh shit, okay, all right, well maybe it's serious. I don't know. I mean, we are definitely going to spoil it.
I
Definitely
definitely
gonna spoil it.
accidentally. It wasn't a spoiler. I accidentally called it. Did the whole like, wouldn't it be funny if the president's not really a bad guy and he's actually been trying to kill
Sure.
everybody this whole time?
I hated that. I
yeah.
hated that so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
The way he went about it is ridiculous, not realistic at
crazy.
all. Who even comes up with that kind of solution? But
Right?
in the case of this ridiculous wrestling story, forgiven. I'm like, this is fine.
Yeah. It's
this makes me feel exactly how I want to feel about this storyline.
I
I'm
couldn't
down.
forgive it. I was too mad. I was like, "Where's my bad guy? I wanted to kill somebody, and they didn't give
Yeah.
me enough
I mean,
bad
you
guy."
did. Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
okay, like
And the savage of that's gonna be
Why?
hilarious.
yes.
I'm really excited for
I will
Savage.
say I was a little bit disappointed with the fights themselves in comparison to some of the previous ones. That third fight was fine.
Yeah.
It was let's say it's fine plus plus. The
Okay.
first fight was, I thought the first fight was interesting. I definitely died 3 times with my pickup group first thing in the morning. And I do
Mhm.
appreciate that about a brand new fight, that it will just
Oh
keep
yeah.
Oh yeah.
The second fight was
absolutely.
goofy as hell, and I loved it for that reason.
Sure.
Gosh, I had another point. Everybody else talk. I don't remember.
Sure.
So
Okay.
my issue with 11 was like I did it with a full pickup of like lots of raiders. So we didn't have any pugs in the group. We didn't have any goofy idiots trying to kill themselves because they
Yeah.
didn't know what was going on. But for 11, we just were like, oh, haha, I know, we knew all of these. So like when he pulled
Yeah.
out the axe, we're like, oh yeah, that's an AoE. And then he pulled out the
Mhm.
scythe, and I'm like, oh, look,
Donut.
guys, we're gonna go stand on his toes there. And then he pulled out the sword, and someone was like, ah yeah, the cross mechanic is back. Instantly, there's a huge cross on the floor, and we're just losing it laughing over this.
Yeah.
And then the Carbonus started casting, and someone was like, oh hey, 1 HP time, guys. It just kept going. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I didn't hate it. I was annoyed with them. Sorry, 1 second. I was annoyed with that, but then they did the meteor mechanic, and how we had to resolve that was really neat. So I was okay with it.
Yeah.
But yes, go ahead.
Obviously, I mean, I agree that the meteor part was the most interesting part. I like that they did a bunch of smush words for his stuff. Like, they did Charybdis, but also dystopia. So it was Carib dystopia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's some
That was
other
pretty
ones, but I don't know. They gave me a chuckle. I love a smush word.
Yeah.
So I was down.
I mean,
with
you
that.
don't like fighting Xenos and all of his weapons again?
Stop it! How dare you?
Because that's exactly
Leave
what
this
it was.
podcast.
That's exactly what it was. It's so funny.
One of them was not a knockback. What do you mean?
I know. I wait till the savage.
Stop it.
He'll get a fourth weapon.
Stop it.
God.
God. It
Yeah.
was fine. It was fun. It was fine. It was not terribly impressive. The meteor stuff was neat.
Yeah. To talk a little bit about the first one a little bit more. Welcome back, whatever your goblin name was from
Right.
the creator.
Right.
I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes! A10S!
Yeah, A10.
Let me look it up.
Lane Brick
even
Strike
so far
Box.
as dropping
You got
the
'em. You got 'em.
balls, like the spiky
Yes.
balls.
I was, like
Yeah,
when we
Rainbow
first
Strike
saw her, I think everybody called, okay, so she's a dominatrix. I think just
She
about
even
everybody.
said that she was a sadist. Like that was one
Yeah.
of the first things she introduced herself with. I was like,
I
oh,
mean, like,
okay.
even the picture before we even
She's training the
we
crowd.
knew anything.
Of their
Yeah.
ether.
Oh, I love Meet Him.
The
Armin.
best line read of the patch right
Yes.
there.
Mhm.
But I love, you got to kill the saws. You got to do this. You got to do that. Was any of it particularly threatening once you understood? No, but it'll definitely kill you that first time for sure. Right?
The one
Yeah.
mechanic during the line of saws where she's gonna do a kick in one direction and
Oh,
in the
yeah.
other direction at the very end where you have almost no space left.
Yeah.
It's a little complicated. Not
Yeah, a
super
little crowded.
complicated, but it's not always the same, so you do have to pay
Yeah.
attention.
For sure.
It
Yeah.
reminded me of the Brute Bomber Redux in the second tier.
Oh yeah, with the lariat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. First fight is first fight. Do I like it better than the other first fights? I have a vendetta against Black Cat, so I don't know.
Oh.
I liked
I
that
really
it just
like
kind of how fast it threw. It was a bunch of mechanics that we know from many other
Mhm.
fights, but I liked how fast it just smooshed them all together and was like,
Yeah.
go, 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 go. And we're like, oh god, okay, where do you want me to stand?
I mean, I do really appreciate the one segment where it's like, here's 2 towers, here's 2 things you have to destroy while those towers are going, but also there's saws moving across the platform that
Mhm.
hit you with a horrible bleed, and
Yes.
there was 87 things going on
Yeah.
all at one
Mhm.
time in that one moment, and I really enjoyed that. That was just like chaos, because that's what killed
Yeah.
my
Mhm.
group twice.
Yeah. That's the moment. Yeah. That's the moment.
And that radiating AoE that wasn't really an AoE that set off the bats. That was
Yeah.
really
Oh, yeah,
cool.
that
I
was a
don't
cool
think they've
mechanic.
really done that before.
Yeah.
That's
It
something
made it.
that's kind of new. At least, I'm sure
Yeah.
they've done something similar, but not in the same
the-
vein. It was really neat.
It
Yeah.
was
The
from Nier. It was
rings-
basically the
yeah,
Nier
the
raid.
rings from Nier.
Yeah.
Similar, but not quite the same.
Okay.
Similar but not the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Mhm.
baited everyone to just keep running. Just keep running. Just keep running. And I'm
Yep.
like,
You
I don't
have
know
to
that you
either.
have to.
What's the 2 ones in the middle are exploded? The middle safe. Just go.
Oh man.
It was cool, very cool visually though.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
When I
I
got to
really
the last fight,
enjoyed it.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
somebody, one of the pickups I was with in the last fight, once that fight was over, they said they made a comment like, "Huh, was the first fight the hardest?" And I'm like, "You might be right."
Yeah.
I really do feel like one of the things with the fourth fight specifically is that a lot of that is them pulling punches
Yeah.
and cutting mechanics, because there's clearly a lot of downtime in that fight that is
Mhm.
going to be savage mechanics that are not
Mm.
there.
Yeah. we
Yeah,
get
they don't want
basically
to
a
show
victory
all
lap.
their cards at once.
Yeah, but I did really appreciate the quote unquote fake out at the end. I was like, oh hey,
Yeah.
look, we're getting a savage
Yeah.
phase in a normal mode.
Yeah.
As
was really
soon
nice.
as that was dead, people were like, "Oh, that was so easy." I'm like, "You fools! This is not over."
You fool. I was like, it didn't go instantly to a cutscene. We are not done.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh god. Or the
But that
where you
last
broke
phase was
the
very easy,
squeezing the
too.
floors, where you was squeezing the floor. That was great. We had a few
Oh,
people
yeah.
who stood on that. And they were like, "Oh, that's funny." And then they fell, and we're just laughing at them because their dead bodies show up on the floor.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
sticky.
Also,
Oh.
the spinning mechanic where he
The
gets onto
squeeze.
the platform and starts to squeeze,
that
and you
was
have
a
to
fun
run
one.
out,
Yeah.
was
Oh my
cool.
god.
Easy enough
Yeah.
once you've seen it one time, but that first
Oh,
time,
yeah.
Yeah.
you're like, "What's going
I
on?"
got kind of turned around. I was like, "Where am I going? How do I get out? Oh, it's right there. Oh, wait, it moved." I made it out just before he did the final crush, and I was like, "Ooh, okay,
It's
made it! I made it!"
very nice of them. That
Two
first
other
one
people
is,
didn't.
Yeah. Ooh. That first one is like 2 or 3 turns longer than the ones that come later.
Yeah.
It's nice
Yeah.
of
You
them.
want to make sure you have a chance to kind of learn, which is nice. I
Mhm.
appreciate it, because otherwise it would be a raid wipe instantly.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah, and
single
this is
pull.
normal. Right. You got to teach.
Yeah.
I liked and hated his goopy arms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
his weird gory arms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He did,
stupid
the half
regen
arena
abilities.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
he like
Yeah.
it either grew one direction and turned the head, or it grew like across the arena and turned the head. And that was
I didn't
that's
like
new.
that. It was like I liked it, but I was like, oh, that's really gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Icky to look at.
A lot of body horror.
Cool that it happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. We didn't talk about 2 as much, but 2 is just a romp with a bunch of
It's fun.
2 is
vomit.
fun.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So one thing I
Tubular.
wanted to mention for M10 was
Yeah.
the boy band music, because I've heard
Yep.
some absolutely hilarious names for the music. So I've seen it referred to as Twink 182 and then
That's-
Sum
yep, that's my
41, but spelt with SMN
Yeah.
instead of SUM.
Summoner 41.
Yeah, Summoner
There's
41.
only 41 left.
Yeah. I just was like, oh, this
Charles.
is great.
Sorry, I'm a disgruntled summoner.
He said
Former
there's only
summoner.
41 summoners left.
I
It's not
mean-
true.
I mean,
It's not. It's not true. It's not true.
Big sigh.
I had to
Yeah.
had to keep my summoner awake when I was doing
Yeah.
Ulti Prog, like in
Sounds about right.
an old fight. So I would give him math questions as he ran laps around the outside of the arena.
All right.
But I think Twink 182 is perfect.
Twink
for-
182. Well, and given the nickname that the community has given those two,
Right.
Yep.
What do you
Uh-huh.
mean?
I don't know what you're
What do you
talking about.
mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
They're just
Talking
best
about.
bros.
Best blows.
best blows.
Yeah.
Trading
You
can't
blows.
say that.
I did enjoy
Just
their
one.
little
Oh, God.
exchange, the verbal exchange in
Yeah.
the middle, where
Oh yeah.
they're like, "Oh, there's 2 of them," and they're like, "Brah, they get like 8 people. What do you mean?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
not
you for calling
cheating.
out
We're
us on our
evening the
bullshit.
playing field.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
But
And
it-
the fire puddles. They're just
Yeah.
everywhere. Everywhere.
I liked the conal thing where you had to really be careful
Yeah.
where you aimed your conals, and I like that whenever water touched the fire, you got like those hybrid bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Oh,
neat.
is that what was going? I missed most
Yeah.
of that 'cause I was just
Every
like trying to
time-
pull the boss away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time a water mechanic of any kind, it could be his wave, it could be those water conals, whatever water touches one of those swaths of fire, whether it be a conal or a puddle, you get one of those bubbles, and they get bigger and they explode. So you want to try to not cover too much.
That's
of the arena.
definitely something to keep in mind for Savage.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, because
That
there's
is
going to
gonna
be placement for those fire puddles so that
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't
Yep.
kill everybody.
Mhm.
Because
And
you know
probably
that
a
those
use for those bubbles.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, you
oh,
know
yeah,
that
for
those
sure.
bubbles are going to get huge.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's Savage.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
Overall, I
Cactus
don't
phase
feel...
all over again.
Oh god. I don't. Well, cactuses weren't too terrible because you only had
No,
a
they
couple of
weren't too bad.
choices. And
Yeah.
you and I were like, "You guys have fun having to hit the boss over there. We're gonna be over here when stuff's already called. Bye."
Yeah, I was Black Mage. I just triple cast and forgot about it. It's fine.
Overall, I would say in the
What?
normal version, I don't feel like the fights were maybe as difficult as some previous ones that we
No.
had, but they were
Yeah,
definitely just as
absolutely.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
They're
kind of
definitely
the
fun.
theme of Arcadian. I feel like is like, is it hard? Maybe not. Is it fun? Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
honestly, props to the music team for
Sure.
literally
Oh my God,
going all
yeah.
out and giving us 12 unique boss themes for once.
Crazy.
This is the first time that
Crazy.
they've done it that we haven't had one song repeated somewhere, and I really
Well,
thought it was.
We did technically have a little bit of repeat, but it was more like the melody.
The
and then we
melody,
had,
yeah,
like,
Sure, sure.
Yeah,
Fair.
But-
yeah.
But that's a Soken thing with everything he
Yeah.
does.
very fair.
Yeah.
He likes
I
his
will-
island back.
I will say, and I may be alone on a pier here. Everything Burns, not my favorite. Not my favorite. Okay, look, all right.
That's fine.
I was looking for more thematic, right? So all the songs are the fighter's image songs mostly. and we get to Everything Burns, which is obviously not the Lindworm song.
It's our song.
It's our song. But where's the Maker's Ruin? Where's any motif that we're used to? I know we don't need it. And I know why it is.
I don't
It's
want
because it
them.
was literally submitted to
Yep.
to them to put somewhere. But I don't
should
know.
fit
It
more.
just wasn't dramatic enough. Put it on a Phoenix. Put it on Brute Bomber, right? Everything Burns.
Right?
Because even the lyrics, they kind of make sense when you backfill to the Warrior of Light, but it was a disconnect that I didn't expect to feel, but I know why I felt it, so I don't know.
Well, on the other hand, bright side for you at least, I can confirm, because everyone else already knows, there is indeed a second track
Yeah.
for the 12th floor, so
Ooh.
you'll at least get something.
And
You
I
know.
hope it's Soken's version of Everything Burns with some of those motifs in there. And that'd be great. That'd be perfect, because he would have had to work backwards, because they literally got sent this song, and then he would
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
make the phase 2. So I'm interested to see what he'll do there. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will say,
Mhm.
I kind of, in this case, I kind of like that the Maker's Ruin isn't there, and only because we're on a different shard in a different
Fair.
place, and so we are not that same Warrior of Light to these people. We are just
Yeah.
a wrestler. We're just an entertainer.
The wrestler.
Sure.
I love
Yeah.
it.
But I do like, I was kind of sad that was not there. I hope it is there in the Savage song. But I do really like Everything Burns, and all I could think of the entire time I was fighting was your Warrior of Light going, "Oh Jesus, Xenos was right about me."
Right.
In the final
See, and
cutscene of
that's-
Endwalker.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm like, I don't know if it's our song. It is
Right.
some of our songs, but
It
I don't know.
really- Yeah, it really depends on how you interpret your own Warrior of Light.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't personally feel like it matches the default Warrior of Light that the story is trying to present. You're a goody goody. This song is not
Yeah.
very goody goody.
Sure.
It's for a raider.
genre
It's
of it.
definitely for a raider. It's
Yeah.
designed.
Yeah.
I think.
I think that's fair. I really do like the song. I was super happy to get the full version. I did listen to it over and over and over again after it was released.
Yeah.
Overall though, I think that the other tiers might have had music that I liked better as a whole.
Mm.
Like I wasn't really drawn to the first fight
Yeah, me
song. I didn't like the second song. That's
How
just,
dare you besmirch Twink 182?
it's just personal preference.
I get it.
So, funny thing about the first fight song, by the way. So I'm on Mateus, which means I'm on Crystal, which means I'm on a roleplay server. Guess what song from those 4 floors of the Arcadian is the most expensive one on our market board?
Hilarious.
Oh my goodness, no way.
I can't
And
say
you
I'm
know,
surprised
and
at
I
all.
guarantee you can tell why.
Oh yeah.
All those people putting it in their brothels.
Here's a
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
thing.
gonna say the E in the ERP there.
Yeah.
Aldino and I are on Balmung, so we get
Yeah,
it.
we're on Balmung, so
Oh, okay. I used to be on Balmung, so
yeah. Yeah, I
I
was
guess
on
I'm the only one
Balmung
not
when it
on
was
an RP server here.
Besaid. Was it Besaid
Means
first?
you can get stuff done.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
Besaid.
Besaid.
It was Besaid
Yeah.
and Fabul.
Yeah, yeah.
They smash
So,
them
yeah.
together.
Yep. But yeah, I don't. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, I was on Rabbinaster, which became Durandal,
Mhm.
and so then I had to leap over to NA
Yeah.
because I got put on a
Mm.
JP server.
Oh god.
The rejoinings.
The rejoinings during the end of 1.0.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I agree with the first song. I'm kind of a pop punk fan, so my first listening of the Twink 182 song, which I'm always just gonna say that now,
You're welcome.
was okay. Third one, but for some reason I don't get it. I like a lot of rock. I like a lot of metalcore. Everything Burns is not. I don't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. I don't get it. I
That's
just
totally
don't.
fine. Yep. It's not
Chat
always
said,
not always for everyone.
No
Emson
idea.
made them feel like they were playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, fair.
Have to
I
share
get
that
it.
with
Yeah,
my friends.
I could see that.
The song for the first one, like I said, not super drawn to it, but some of the lyrics did make me laugh.
Oh
Like,
yes.
I'm a bee with an itch.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, did they put that in a song? Okay. Funny.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
I mean-
fact that she hates Honeybee Lovely is also hilarious.
Does
Yes.
They hate each other. Oh yeah,
They hate each other.
It's
How did I
mentioned
miss
right before
that?
you fight.
I don't know. I
It's
missed
like in the
that.
preamble in the green room before you start the fight.
Huh.
Yana's just like, just so that you know, they're like bitter rivals, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
No.
Sheesh. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have team sadistic lady and team honeybee in the fandom. Hate it.
Team
Love
sadist,
it.
team
Hate
sadist,
it.
and team simp.
yep.
Yeah.
Team Simp was thinking, yeah, the sadists and
There you go.
simps.
I mean, they're not the sadists.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh god.
Yeah, I missed that.
But yeah.
That's funny.
Can we talk about how they introduced the final boss though? That made me so mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was angry. I was so angry when they showed him this. They're like, oh yeah, it's time to go talk to the president. I'm like, oh yay, cool, let's go in there. And they just dump me in a room with this giant snake, and I'm like I had a moment of just such disconnect. I'm staring at him like, this can't actually be the final boss. They can't have just done this, right? And then they're like, yeah, this is the actual final boss. I'm like, I was so angry. I wanted to close the game almost, but I was doing it with friends,
Oh,
so
no.
I couldn't just leave.
Did anyone else have a moment where you were like, "Is this a different Fan Daniel?"
Oh god, no, I didn't, but now I'm thinking of it.
Because they were
Oh,
like, he's kind of a showman to an extreme, and I'm like,
maybe
I
it's
heard of that before.
his shard. Maybe it's his
Mhm.
other shard or whatever.
It's shard
He's
from the
dead, so
ninth.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good now.
They're all dead. Don't worry, it's fine. We're good. We're safe.
Except see,
Can't hurt you
if this was Pandaniel's ninth shard, he would be filled with nihilism and not
Yeah.
be willing to help anybody.
Yeah, he would never help.
Yeah,
Ever.
not him. But I did have that moment where I was like, Asians again?
Mm-hmm. It's very
No.
interesting that they did not decide to do any of that because there's so much speculation with the symbol of the Arcadian, right?
Which turned
And,
out to
like,
be a behemoth.
Yeah, which is crazy. But it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
like that.
So
I'm gonna make a claim that may or may not be true.
Mhm.
Every single boss in this, because they were wrestlers, were somebody that you felt something about. You either cared
Mm.
about them or you hated them because they were heels
Mhm.
or
Sure.
whatever. And I don't think that that's true of any other raid tier ever that we've had. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
there might have been some bosses that you cared about, like whether they went through a terrible transformation, you're like, oh no, I have to fight you, blah. Or like calling back to Omega, oh, I really like Kefka, haha, this is great, haha. But like
mhm.
each of these was a character that you had some sort of interaction with that made you feel some way towards them as a person rather than a boss, and I thought that was really interesting.
I will say one of the things I really one of the other things coming off of that I really enjoyed about what they did with this is that you didn't get it as much with the heavyweight class because we really didn't get to talk to those people.
Mhm.
You learn, just like in wrestling, those are all stage characters. They are not
Mhm.
those people's real personalities. Every single one of the
Mhm.
fighters in the Arcadian that we fight up until obviously after the Tyrant,
Mhm.
those are put-ons for performance. That is not who they. I mean, we learned that specifically about Hector, the Brute Bomber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a
Cat.
feisty jerk, sure, but he loves soft cats. He has a collection of cats,
He's got the kitties. I love.
and he has his boyfriend,
Yeah.
etc. And they're polycule with
Yeah.
Eutrope.
It's definitely. And now they have cats. And it's perfect.
Yeah, I was like,
Cat
it's
for
the
everybody.
second time. It is the second time in Final Fantasy XIV history where we've had to deal with fighting a polycule. The first was
Yeah.
Mists of the Realm with Vanaz polycule, all
Yeah.
12 of them.
she
Goodness.
just has a lot of things, right? She's busy, so she has.
I
to have
mean,
people
look
in different
at
places.
us and the Scions. Look at how many boyfriends and girlfriends we technically have.
Yeah, fair.
Oh god.
Azim does bring people to them.
No. No.
Yeah. But
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I was gonna say something, but you exploded my brain, so it's gone.
Oh, good. That's fine.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I don't know. I think on a whole, yeah, I think this is probably my favorite raid series. It's hard because Coil will never
Right?
be
That's
beaten
my
in my
same
mind.
feeling.
Yeah.
Ah.
It can't be. It just can't be. It just cannot be for me, right?
I also
Um,
think for us, especially those of us that were there when Coil was
Mhm.
going on, there is a huge nostalgia factor in what the
Mhm.
game was
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
back then versus
For
now.
sure.
Yes.
Totally different.
You
Yeah.
know, because like going back and like doing some of those fights now, you're just kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Fair. It was just, you had to be there. Honestly, you had to
Yeah,
really
be
did.
there.
my group put me in charge of keeping track of the boss countdowns and stuff in T7 because I was the
Mhm.
main
Oh,
tank, and they were like, you're gonna fall asleep because I just kept kind of like dozing off a little bit. They're
oh
like,
no.
we're gonna make you do call outs so you don't fall asleep.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, but I think it's solid second, and if I could get rid of the
Agreed.
nostalgic goggles, it could be number one because of how fun, how interesting the story, right?
It ties together
I
really well in a way that a lot of them don't.
Yeah, yeah, and I did not expect it to, right? I thought, okay, by the end of this, I'm just gonna have to ignore a whole bunch because it's not serious, and it's like, okay, well, it tied back in, and then the whole Lindworm, that's cool. That's actually the name of the city in 9, kind of,
Lindblom.
in the Japanese version. Yeah, because they can't. It's said the same way. Lindworm,
Yeah.
Lindblom. So they
Yeah,
did that
yeah.
on purpose. It was a joke.
It is a
Uh,
reference, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's kind
they
of
even
interesting.
specified that the reason they called them the Lindblom was named after the Lindworm or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is true in Japanese translation as well.
Oh, that's
And
great.
yeah, so in 9, it was named that, right? Lindworm, Bloom, and they kind of play up that play on words in the Japanese version. So it's kind of cool. That's kind of funny. Definitely didn't expect it though.
You just said everything burns, and now it's been in my head for the last like 7 minutes.
I am immune to that, and that's great.
I'm not. I'm extremely susceptible.
You
to
said
that
everything
negative
burns,
purpose.
and now I'm remembering a thing, and now I have to scroll up. Oh, so apparently there is a bug in the cutscene after you do I can't remember one of the raid fights. You can get a bug in your cutscene, and your character is just on fire the whole time.
That's great.
funny.
So
That works. That's thematic. I like
So there
it.
you go. That's what everything burns is.
Yeah. Except me.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, good raid. Good job.
Yeah.
I didn't like the concept initially upon being told we were going to be doing wrestling and cyberpunk, but genuinely like the raid tier. Go figure.
Mhm.
That's why you got to have an open mind.
It's in
Yeah.
my top 3.
Yeah. All right.
So what was your
I
score?
gave it a 5.
Yeah. Yeah. I gave it a 4. It's not just music, right? And this is going to go into other a little bit. I just am so tired of the general combat mechanics that this wasn't new enough for me to really enjoy, right? Like I'm thinking about like, oh my goodness, there've been a lot of them, fucking Super Chain, things like that make me think, and we haven't seen the Savage just yet. It is just a normal, but it was okay to me, right? Like the mechanics, none of them were like amazing, but should they be? It's Savage. I mean, it's not Savage, it's normal. So I don't know. I gave it a 4 because I wanted one more thing. Just one more thing. I don't know what it was, right? But it's a 4 out of 5, and it's probably a 4.5, I would say, for me.
So I gave the fights themselves, I would give them a 5, but the story overall for the raid thing, I had to give it a 4 because of those 2 points. I was just mad.
Yeah.
It's just mad at the story. I was like, okay, I can't. No, it just doesn't sit well with me. So I couldn't. I just give it only a 4.
So I gave it a 5. I jokingly, when I originally submitted my numbers, said it was a 10.
Yeah.
I was like, it's double 5s. 5 for the music and 5 for the fights, but no, it's a 5. It's one of my favorite raid tiers, just normal raid tiers that they've done. Like, the mechanics aren't exactly groundbreaking or anything like that, but I felt like the fights were interesting enough. I really laughed hysterically in the Tyrant fight where he takes half the arena and flips it onto the other half of the arena, and literally killed 6 of our raid. And I had to start healing, like start raising people because they all were on the wrong side.
Oh my gosh.
Because none of us knew what was coming.
Yeah.
The Lindworm fight was, like I said, it's very clear that there are mechanics missing from it, that it's supposed to be a lot more interesting, I think, than it is. But everything burns for me offset that. And the mechanics that were there were fun. So yeah, and the first and second fights, like the first fight is goofy, the second fight is super goofy. The story is goofy. Brute Bomber showing back up was amazing.
Hilarious.
So I just like A+ is all around for me.
That's the kind of battle friend you should have, not Xenos, Brute Bomber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that puts us at an 18 for raid, which is one of the highest scores that we have had this entire
Yeah, patch cycle, yeah.
along with the main scenario this time around, which was also 18. Yup. So our last bit is the other category.
Everything else.
Where we jam everything else in there and hope for a good score. Mine this time is a very good score because holy moly, all the stuff we got.
We got a lot of quality of life stuff.
We got a lot of stuff, yeah.
I'm gonna start with glamour because you got stuff. I was excited from the moment that I read that translation that they were gonna let us put on other jobs' gear. Like, that's crazy. I've wanted this for forever. I've had a pair of shoes that I've been holding on to just in case I could ever wear it on other jobs, and now I can. This has been in my heart for a long time, and Yoshi P finally fulfilled that need. Thank you so much. But yeah, they also did a glamour dresser change where rather than having to like pick out the pieces and figure out what thing goes to go in a set, everything that can go in a set has a little icon. You can pull all those things back out, and as you put them back in, they will make the set themselves. You no longer have to put them in together, which was a stupid way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do hate that you have to take them out first, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
only
criticism.
You made me waste all these glamour prisms the first time, and now I gotta do it again.
What are you doing with those Grand Company seals, though? Really?
I just keep buying Retainer Ventures.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm buying the gotcha boxes for 20,000 to get the stuff I'm missing.
Right, that's true. And if you get lucky, you get a nice 20 mil payout.
Yep, that's what I've been doing.
I've been buying Retainer Ventures. I have them flowing out my booty hole, and so I just use them on glamour prisms to fix my glam dresser. Between that and being able to get rid of things that were doubles because, I can't wear this pair of shoes on White Mage, I can only wear it on Red Mage. But they look the same. Getting rid of those doubles, I got 80 slots back in my glamour dresser.
Oh, wow.
I did not need an expansion because I got 80 slots back from this. I don't know if that's going to be the same for everybody, of course, but take the time to organize it because you might be surprised.
Yeah, I think I got about 40 back when I took everything out and put it back in. But then again, glamour is not my end game. So I'm full, but it's mostly because it's a bunch of caster stuff. Like the glamour update is great and awesome, and I don't have anything else to wear. So like at some point when I do gather those glamours one day, it'll be good for me.
The biggest downfall of this for me has been now nothing is limited, so I'm like, oh god, I have to try on 80 pairs of pants to see which one I want to go
Decision paralysis.
How will I decide? Yes, exactly. So really, it's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
A lesser. Oh, you go ahead. I have a sidetrack.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say one of my things that I actually really like, and I know a lot of people kind of were on the fence about with the glamour restriction being lifted. I actually like that they unrestricted the artifact sets,
Me too.
because the
Mm.
first thing I did for my like main glam that I wear is I gave my character one of the red mage coats that has like the cape down the back,
Mm.
and it looks amazing on white mage. I was like, I have that, and I have like the gunbreaker gloves and the gunbreaker boots, and
Yeah.
I look real dapper, and I
Yeah.
love it.
The AF was probably the best part about it, I think, for me as well. It's interesting, and I don't know if you still can do it, but books were universal. You could
Yeah,
glamour a
was-
summoner
they
and
are. It
scholar
was
book.
intended.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it intended? Okay,
Yeah,
I
they
saw
came out and
something
said it
with
was intended.
their patch notes. They were like, "Oh yeah, this was a thing that we're not really," and it wasn't clear if it was intended or not. And I'm like, "Oh, are they removing it? Oh well, I guess
Nope,
that's
we'll
sad."
keep it.
So
But
there was an issue with saving your
Yeah.
okay, so
adventurer
that was
plate,
the
I
problem.
think.
Okay.
Yeah, because it couldn't figure it out. Yeah.
It's
And
like,
that's
you want me to what?
yeah. And that's an interesting side effect. And there are unique books, right? You know, I'm not going to be a joker and say that there aren't. However, I hate books, so that does not help me. It'll help a lot of people because there are some summoner and scholar ones that were switched that didn't seem like they should be, right?
Right?
I always think back to the one that had the white bird on it for summoner. That made me go, why isn't this a phoenix? Why are there lilies on my book? What is happening?
A less obvious addition for the Glamour update is that they also removed level restrictions, which means
Yeah,
Right.
that's
that
true,
Blue
yeah.
Mage, aka our very sad level 80 Blue Mages, can now wear the current expat gear. Because before it was
Yes.
like, oh hey, we're level 80, but the gear is 90, and I cannot wear this brand new gear that I
Mhm.
just got out of this
Yep.
darn fight because I'm not allowed. And
Yeah,
now we
not allowed.
can, and I'm just like, yay! I can change all my glamours for this. And I don't know if you guys also saw, we also got 250 more items that got updated with 2-die channels, including
Yes.
all of the Heavensward Relic weapons, as far as I could tell, and then a bunch of some PvP and glamour gear from like the store, which is nice. Don't care
And
about
they
that,
also-
but I was happy about the relics. Go ahead.
I also know that there was some older gear that they updated the
Yes.
modeling on
Yeah.
for the current graphic changes.
Yeah.
So they
It was
look
like another
they look
20
nicer.
pieces. Yeah. I found it really funny because when I was looking at that, there was 2 of them was the sword and shield from Heidel and X.
Mhm.
Just that. None of the other pieces, just those 2.
Yeah.
Just those 2.
So apparently they weren't quite good enough, but that's fair.
Texture.
This isn't a real issue, but I definitely went crazy just putting my glams from other jobs on the wrong jobs for funsies. But because the weapon that I chose for that particular thing doesn't transfer over, I would end up with just a weird mismatchy weapon. Not really a problem, totally an easy fix, but it caught me a couple times where I'm like, I'm on white mage, I'm in my super dark, like, ninja sneaky assassin outfit, and I have the heart wand.
Yep. That's fine.
One of the things I will say that makes me really happy now is that they, because of the fact that they unrestricted everything, and you can now wear crafting and gathering gear.
Yes.
I love the idea of being able to wear the culinarian outfit as a paladin with the pot and
Yes!
and the ladle.
I didn't think of that. That's cute.
So
I've seen
I have
so
a
many.
kind of story for that. My raid team back last December when those weapons were released, we decided that we were going to use them and make a theme based on the weapon and wear that for raid. So obviously as a paladin, I was sitting here with my pot pan and my ladle, and I was like, I need a culinary glam. So one of my other paladin friends, he helped me rig something up, so I got to dress up as a culinarian and the whatever I could find. Which
That's
was
amazing. I love
amazing. It didn't look super great, but it was the best you could make. So
will it make me level crafters? Probably not, but I love that it's an option.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the crafters level to wear the gear.
They have to be higher than 1.
See, now you can
really?
also
You can buy it.
I don't know.
Some of it.
I'll just craft it for you. Don't worry about it.
I would say now you can also be a lore accurate Reaper by wearing the botanist artifact.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
adorable. I've seen so
Oh,
many
God.
like warriors with the blacksmith outfit on that is like chestless.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that the band or whatever
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
wrap.
So
Yeah.
many. But the weaver gear and the alchemist gear, some of that stuff is very classy.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
It's nice to wear.
That
all
on
the
your
Very
time.
scholar.
dapper, as someone
Yeah.
had said
Yeah.
earlier.
Mhm. Yes, exactly. Dapper, perfect. Yes.
Mhm.
Anyway, yeah,
Would
that's
you
the
guys
best thing
hate me
ever.
if I would you guys hate me if I did a little bit of doom and gloom on it?
No.
The glamour thing?
No.
Do it.
So I'm actually like kind of concerned about it in a way, just because like it's really good. It's a really good thing. But it was one of Essie's like biggest remaining like we'll break the glass in case of emergency, and I'm just like, ooh, was it really this bad that they had to do this to bring us back for this patch and just kind of like hope that we keep playing? Like
Yeah.
one of my biggest concerns was that one thing. That was
Yeah.
basically it.
Yeah.
I think I think it was probably less that, although I can definitely see why that would be a concern. I think it was less that and more the situation with Mare
Sure.
and
Yeah.
them kind of really realizing how deep the rabbit hole went on the whole modding situation and
Mhm.
the desire for self-expression amongst players. And because Mare was so big, I think they thought if we take this away from people, now they don't have the ability to wear all of these cool things to show each other.
Yeah.
So as a olive branch, let's give the community the ability to do
Yeah,
whatever they
yeah.
want.
I could
Okay, yeah, an
definitely see
olive
that as
branch
well.
is a better way to say it. Yes,
Right.
that's fair.
My doom
Yeah.
and gloom aspect on that was I was worried that they were going to start making all the gear look the same,
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I didn't even
which
think
they
of that.
thankfully did
Oh.
not do.
Yes. They have not done it right. We still have really unique looking sets. Everything.
It's kind of
This
always
time
been a
around.
little samey from set to set, to be
A
fair.
little, yeah.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah.
But
But I
you
was
know.
definitely concerned it was like everything was just going to suddenly be robes and nothing
Yeah.
else. Everyone gets robes. No one gets pants
Enjoy.
ever again.
you bet your booties that I went back and bought
Mhm.
so many striking pieces from different
Sure.
tiers. I feel like the striking piece is always either just the slightest bit better than the aiming piece or like significantly better than the aiming
Right.
piece. I don't have
Yeah.
to care about that anymore. Hair flip.
And caster sadness is gone. You
Yeah.
can wear whatever the heck you want,
Yeah.
which is
Don't
great.
like
It's
robes?
very good.
Doesn't matter.
Yep, you can do whatever you want. Your red mages do not have to be in a dress if you do not want to be. If that's what you'd like to be in, sure. But if you want more battle-looking armor, because there was a lot of scouting and aiming that looked great on red mage, well, now you can. Enjoy.
I just realized I could wear that chest piece I've always wanted to use. Oh
Yeah.
hell yeah! I gotta watch it.
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
Everybody's got that one piece.
I love that everybody's excited about this. Glamour, once again, is not my end game, so I logged in and I went, wow, I don't have any more options than I did. Well, that's fine. So I did a couple of things and it looks good, but yeah, it just, I'm glad that it's happening because I think that I don't think it's necessary, but in speaking about Mare, I think it is necessary to get more player expression, and we're not getting character creation stuff soon that it looks like. Maybe not with 8.0, maybe with 8.0. So giving you this way to just kind of express yourself, do whatever the hell you want, right? Mix it all together, go nuts. I love that.
Some good glamours. Like I've actually seen less terrible glamours, as awful
Yeah.
as that is to say. Just like people standing around in town and I'm like, that's good everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
People
like
be more beautiful than ever.
and like people coming up with combinations I would have never in a million years thought would work together. And I'm just like, oh, okay. That's great. What did you do?
I like that was the first day too. People aren't sleeping on this. They're in there.
No. Yeah.
And that is only one part of the cool things in the other category.
Yes.
Let's talk about the command panel really quick because it's kind of
Sure
along the same lines.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very straightforward. It is kind of like a list of hotbars. The stuff you can put on your hotbars. I put down some emotes. I am a rupee, and the labels that they put on various facial and physical emotes aren't actually what they look like sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Makote Shrug is not a shrug. You want to use
Yeah.
Ha for that instead because they actually do a shrug. So I actually went through and I made little macros with the right symbols, but like relabeled them and put that in there. Now
That's
that I have
great.
space for it. Is it a
Yeah.
little like weird nitpicky? Yes. Does it make me have to not remember things? Yes, and I like that.
Yeah, it continues the whole player expression and how you interact with the game because I had done the cool trick of you press the roll icon and your jobs pop out, right? And you pick which one you want to switch to. So I'd done that a long time ago in macros. But the command panel could do it easier. And the best thing, and I don't play this way, but controller players are like, this is amazing because it opens and then you can get to each page very quickly. It's
Yes.
just more. It's just more keybinds that you could have at a moment's notice, and that's amazing, right?
Yeah,
That's
also-
really great.
It's one of the
you
very
go.
few things that when you activate it for the very first time, it's like, this is how this works.
Yeah, you're right.
And it has very few settings in it. There's like 4 settings, but one of them is when you click the button, the menu goes away. So if you want to quickly open up the thing, find the thing you need, click it, and not have to then turn it off again, you can set it to just turn off once you click the thing. I think
Yeah.
that's cool. That's a little tiny bit of convenience, especially for controller players.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
as somebody who is a controller player on
Yeah.
PC, I actually had the same macro where you click the roll icon and it brings out all of your
Yeah.
jobs, and I had them all set to the
Yes.
different job stones, and they were in the
Yes.
bottom corner of my screen. But I had to use my mouse to do that. I couldn't do
Yes.
it from my controller easily because of how the functionality worked.
Mhm.
With the command panel, I'm able to set one. I just turned it in to look like the Dark Knight jobstone. I click on that on my cross hotbar and it opens the command panel and gives me all of my job icons. And then I can just pick
Mm.
from there with the controller without having to
Yeah.
switch to my mouse and keyboard. Just so much nicer.
It's pretty
It is
handy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
really helpful.
Yeah.
I'll probably make use of it eventually, but I like you guys probably I have those fancy pop-out macros that one of my friends taught me several years
Mhm.
ago, and I like them very much, and I don't want to change. I am resistant to change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not changing anything about my regular setup, but I'm also on PC where it's easy enough. Or PC mouse and keyboard where it's easy enough to just
Mhm.
click things,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
see,
thought-
and
Go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say, RSLX, the thing talking about crafting macros. That's another thing
Yes.
for as a controller
Yeah.
player, having the ability to have all those crafting macros in one place,
That's actually
as
a good
opposed to
idea.
having them on separate
Oh my God.
hotbars.
Yes. And
I
you
know
can
what I'm
still
gonna
do
do
a
have a
lot
right
of
use
now.
for
tricks with
it.
it. Yeah.
I do, thank you.
I was thinking of, because I have an MMO mouse, just making it the same layout, because I do this on either side of my screen. I have 1 through 12 and then shift 1 through 12 and whatever. But I've thought about making it kind of almost a dial-in, because you could press one and then open another one and then have it be
Yeah.
this little context
Yeah,
menu,
that's what I have.
which I hadn't done with macros. I'd only done it for the jobs because I don't craft. So I didn't need any more buttons than the jobs gave me. But yeah, I'd probably use it for emotes and things like that. It's a feature that was anyone directly asking for it? I don't believe so, but it's a great quality of life change for sure.
I didn't really
I
think about
think-
it.
Mhm.
But
Oh, go ahead.
with Eric mentioning the controller stuff,
Yeah.
there's a good chance that Japanese players might have been asking for it because
Sure.
a larger majority of them, to my knowledge, use console
that's
more
true.
often to
Yeah.
play this game.
Yes,
So that could be a thing.
Yeah.
that
use
makes a lot of
console
sense.
or have a controller on their PC.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What were you gonna say, Ferthi?
I forgot.
It'll pop
It's
back
okay, it's not your fault. I got distracted.
up.
Putting stuff on your command bar.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Maybe. Maybe.
And then so then there's also the strategy board, which we mentioned earlier,
Oh yes.
which
Used to
Will be
make
cool.
funny faces.
yeah,
Yes.
That's
Oh
what it's
yes.
for.
that's it.
I've seen someone recreate Loss on it, which was incredible.
Oh, no. Not that
let
meme.
me scroll through, and I have someone who's like, "Oh, they don't know about my brain dead strat with the guy standing in the corner and the people around him dancing or whatever." That meme.
Oh, sure.
There's
Fusion
been
actually
some very
Yeah.
Yeah, someone made that with the available stuff, and I'm like, what is
Mhm.
wrong with you people? I love this, but where did you get this brain thing from? Oh, and someone made mpreg, the
Oh,
pregnant
sure.
male emote that they have in Discord. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Or the really right in front of my Doom train with the you're holding yeah.
Yeah.
Fusion made the little controller Chan logo
Oh my
mascot
god,
guy
that's
for
great.
Yeah.
Gamerscape.
That's
That's a
great.
thing. Like I said earlier, haven't seen a freaking single strategy. I look forward to people actually using it for that. Let's do. I'm gonna do a Google search right now.
Oh, you
What
can
I-
find some.
I also love that, like, when you're in a like party finder party or whatever, people can like just broadcast the strat to
Yes.
the entire party. And my husband was in a Doom Trade EX party last night, and then like they got into the party, and then as soon as the party filled, somebody pinged the party with the strategy board. It just said 6-7. That was all.
Oh,
It was just the two icons. and, and my husband was like, "I'm leaving this party, and I'm
Yeah, that's
uninstalling
it.
this game."
I'm done. Never to return.
So yeah, there's some on the Googs.
I saw
that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a someone had made they were like took a 5-minute break or whatever, and someone started like opened up the strategy board for the whole group and started making a tier list of the players in the party. Oh my gosh, you can't do that.
That's rude as hell.
Oh god, but it was
I'm
so
just like,
funny.
it's like it's one of those things where it's like, guys, behave or we'll get this taken away from us.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
My god.
Oh my god.
Part of the
But hey,
problem
it's
right
here.
now is all you really need it for is baby Doom Training EX, right?
Yeah.
So once we have the Savage,
It probably should have
It
been
should
added
pop.
with the Savage, but
yeah,
I mean, to be fair,
Savage
They need
Criterion
to learn
as
how
well.
to how
Exactly.
it works first, right?
Exactly.
Right?
You need the time to learn how the heck it works.
Just
Yeah.
because we're causing problems with it doesn't mean that we're not using it to learn.
All of those people
Yeah.
making goofy faces know how it works now.
Yeah, they're going to be very good at making the real thing.
The
funny
game
time.
telling me you cannot currently equip this piece of gear. Yes, I can. It's called glamour. God.
There was another small thing. Did you notice the repair all button?
Yes. Yes.
Did you notice how long it takes?
Oh no, I didn't. I haven't tried it yet.
I didn't. What's it
So,
for?
so you know how you used to have to repair everything on your body and then in the inventories separately?
Oh yeah.
Right,
yeah,
you'd have to
okay,
open.
yeah.
So there's a
have
button
to go
now
through
that just
slots.
repairs all. Yeah.
I
But
was
what it's
like,
doing is it's
I could
just
already repair everything on my body, but for everything.
yes, including inventory and stuff. So now there's a repair all button. But if you press that, it just repairs everything in one tab, switches the tab, repairs everything in that tab, switches the tab,
no.
repairs. So it takes a while.
No. Oh, I hate this.
And so
I hate this.
it's good, it's cool, but it's really funny when I first did it for the first time, I was like, oh yeah, I'll repair everything. I never click those buttons. I press it, and I'm like, oh, I can't move. Oh yeah, I'm stuck in this menu.
This seems like one of those. Did
Oh my
anybody
God.
ask for this type things?
Yeah. I don't know.
I
it
wrote
seems
how
fine.
excited I was for it in the review, and now I'm like, maybe
I mean, it's
maybe I
fine.
don't want to be excited.
It's fine.
it's
just
definitely a
let's
monkey
see
paw
that.
curling kind of
Yeah.
situation.
yeah. Oh god.
Where people definitely asked for a repair all button so they
Yeah.
didn't have to go through all the menuing, but then it
You
doesn't.
stuck.
You know what?
Spaghetti
It's
code.
fine.
You need
It's
a
Yeah.
play
fine. I
button
mean,
at the
I don't
beginning.
have to do it. I'll
Yeah.
take the 2-minute delay of it doing it for me.
I mean,
No.
you know,
Tab out.
You know the thing
Go ahead.
where at the beginning of a long cutscene they make you press OK first? That's what they need for the beginning of this. You are about to spend 7 minutes repairing gear.
it's being over exaggerated. I think it took me, because I had never repaired stuff in my armory chest that's just been in there. It took me like maybe 30-45 seconds. So it's not that big a deal, but I guarantee you someone's going to be queuing for Savage in a week, and they're going to be like, all right, everybody's good to go, and then they'll queue, and then they'll be like, I can't press I'm stuck. I'm sorry, I can't press the button right. Or it won't even pop it up because they're stuck in their menu.
Oh god. Oh, that's so funny.
Another one of those sort of like did we really need this? I guess we did. Is for desynthesis now. There's the guarantee NQ item results.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Oh my
didn't even
god.
know about that.
Yes, it's necessary. It's absolutely necessary. I am someone who I love desynthesis. I love it so much that my friends for Christmas, they get me a kit where they give me all the stuff to make a bunch of stuff to desynthesize it so that I can just break it down and just get the desynthesis levels. It gives me the little brain excitement juice, and I'm just like, yeah.
That's
But my
adorable.
inventory, it fills with HQ and NQ, so I have double the materials and my pockets get too full and I can't craft more things. And yeah, sorry. I'm very
You're fine.
passionate about
You're fine.
desynthesis.
I am also a
fine.
desynthesis enjoyer. Generally, I would only need the NQ thingamabob because sometimes I am not a pocket emptier, as you put it. Sometimes
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
yeah.
full inventory.
Yeah.
I can wear this.
What else is in other?
A
PvP
couple
changes
of
that I'm playing.
other small things
Yeah.
that I like as somebody who does gathering.
Mhm.
One, they reduce the time that you're immobile after you gather. So like once
Oh,
you
right.
finish gathering on a node, you're not just locked there
Ooh,
for like
I
a
didn't
whole
notice
like 2
this.
I think
seconds.
they actually
It's
did
very
that for pulling materia out too. Like I
Yes,
noticed
I
that I
think
would be
so.
able to do that faster. Sorry, keep going.
Mm.
And then they changed stuff for fishing. Precision and powerful hook set now only display the correct one when you go for a fish that's susceptible to the skill. It doesn't
Mm.
it doesn't
You
ping
don't have to
both so that
guess.
you accidentally guess the wrong one.
Oh
And
my
you
god,
can now
that's so
change the
nice.
bait on your hook while you're on your mount, which is
That's cool.
huge if
That
you're a
explains so
fisher.
much.
Yeah, because you gotta get there. You gotta get there.
You
Yeah.
got to get there. And it's the same thing with the being immobile after gathering. Like if you're trying to like run a circuit of nodes, like you want to go quick.
Running out of
Mhm,
time.
So
mhm.
it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're farming sand. Ahem.
Mhm.
Yes, correct.
Stares at my huge sand collection.
Here's where I have to throw a wrench in because there's no other place to do this.
But why?
And I always talk about it in other because this is what the devs seem to think too. Job adjustments are other.
Yeah.
Ow.
And they're okay.
Some are good, some are not good.
Yeah,
I just
Gunbreakers
I
everywhere are crying more.
they
it's
are.
interesting.
They are.
It really is interesting because it's you look at the job adjustments overview, and I would absolutely recommend anyone who reads the patch notes and goes, well, why though? Look at the job guide. You're still going to go, why though? But there's
They
somewhat
do
of an
explain it.
explanation, right? And so they're like, it's an irritation that you could have had the wrong number of cartridges, right? You could overflow cartridges, right? So they're going to fix that by giving you a temporary boost to how many you can have when you use Bloodfest. And then they changed Gnashing Fang to be a charge action. And yeah, I don't play a Gunbreaker. I keep my ear to the ground in all the places that I don't want to be too, like Reddit. But it's so interesting because half the people are like, yeah, well, that wasn't interesting to do anyway, so I don't want to have to do that, so I like this. And the other half are like, this is more homogenation. I'm just a warrior. And we are just stuck in this cycle of this, right? Every patch has been this. Someone lamenting about something being taken away or sanded off or dumbed down in whatever way you want to say it. And like this time I wanted to go, okay, so what does Japan feel? And they feel exactly the opposite. They feel that, no, that was just irritation. Like I don't care. That makes it smoother and I get to blow up more stuff with Gnashing Fang. And it's like, yeah, wow, there's really a disconnect of like how much jank or how much failure is acceptable to have.
Yeah.
And it
What
just I
level of
don't
friction?
yeah. And I don't know because when I looked at that change, I was like, I don't know, maybe it's all right. And then I look and I'm like, it is neither all right nor bad. Like I really don't know how to feel about that. Um and the job guide does talk about rectifying irritation, which is all the job guide has been talking about this whole time in Dawn Trail is rectifying irritation. Red mages because red mages firepower often suffered when distancing themselves from a target due to battle mechanics. Yeah, that's true. Uh, did we need the change? So red mage change basically. When you hit Manification, it doesn't give you a bonus damage anymore. It makes the next melee combos cast within 30 seconds ranged.
Yes.
Yeah,
this
so you
is-
could do it
Oh my
from
god.
range.
Have you seen
Yes,
the
you
meme
do it
for
from
it, by the way? Have you seen the
No.
meme picture? They
No.
changed, you know, like how they have that picture where like the red mage is just kind of standing with their sword out and holding their little rock.
Yeah.
Be like just the basic one. Well, people have taken the sword and they've added it like 5 times longer. So now it's just this really long. Like, yes, this is melee
Yeah.
combo.
Yeah, don't you know? And I mean, I had been talking about it before, how Red Mage was the caster left out with all the changes to keep up with encounter design, which has you moving more, which has you further away from the boss more often, and during burst. And Black Mage got stuff to get around it, much to Black Mage's lament, and, you know, some people enjoyed it. Summoner is Summoner, and Pictomancer got a little bit of those adjustments, but it was okay. But Red Mage was the one that was kind of left out in these changes because it hasn't really changed since it started, other than getting extra endings. And it's like, on one hand, that's great because there's times during burst that you can't get in there. But that's the whole problem. Why do that then, right? Why? So there's a lot of people who are like, okay, then why do that to encounter design if it necessitates a change to the jobs that remove? Does it remove something? I don't know. I have been so back and forth on this entire patch cycle with the job changes. I don't know. I can't pretend to say that being locked out of melee made it interesting. I can't say that. I don't know. I didn't play Red Mage. But it is your identity. You have to get in and you have to get out. Well, now you don't for some of the time. There's still at least one melee combo every 2 minutes that you have to be in melee for. I don't know. It's just such a... I don't know where we are. Are they fixing this for now or with the future in mind? And we can't know because unlike graphics changes, unlike glamour changes, unlike add-ons, they don't talk about job balance, period.
And
they have a couple times, but go ahead.
Yeah, but they're scared now.
It bothers me a little bit that they have become so scared to discuss job changes because of the way that the community reacts to things.
Yes.
Because like again, not to just go back to WoW, but as somebody who also plays WoW and watches the way Blizzard talks about things, they do talk about their class adjustments. And I mean, they have done some things where the community has just eaten them up one side and down the other. And sometimes they just go, deal with it.
Yeah.
Learn how to play it. We don't care. We designed it a specific way. We want there to be friction in that. You need to learn how to play this. We're not going to, because people wanted, it was Augmentation Evoker, which was the first time that they ever added what is truly a support spec to the game that isn't a healer. It is a buffer. It's more like Bard or Dancer, where it's a damage dealer, but it's designed to also buff. And it came out and the community lost their absolute minds and basically said that now, Augmentation Evoker is going to be required in all content and you're making it so that we have to take certain. And Blizzard walked it back a little bit, but they're like, people demanded them to remove Augmentation Evoker from the game and they said, no, we're not going to do that. We can adjust it, but we're not going to just take something away that we worked really hard to put in the game because you don't like it. You know? And I really sometimes wish that the 14 devs had the audacity, I guess, to just tell the player base, no, stop acting like screaming children. You are not 5 years old. You don't always get it your way. Yeah. You know, for all the shit that the Heavensward job design gets, that was the time in the game where we had the most friction with job design and encounter design. And for a lot of people that played back then, it was also the time when it was most fun to play jobs. Maybe into Stormblood when they kind of adjusted things and gave us the job gauges. I'm not going to talk about White Mage and Stormblood. I'm still mad about it. It's been 10 years. I'm still mad about it.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
they're always...
plenary indulgence.
Yeah.
Speaking of white mage
Wait,
job
but
gauges.
but now you have lilies when you first go in.
Mhm.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, which I was
Yeah.
very happy about. That was
Yeah.
very nice.
I didn't notice that part on the patch notes. I usually only read for Dancer, but I went into my first dungeon on White Mage, and when I heard the little click noise, talking about audio cues
Sound
again
cues, yeah.
for
Yeah.
having the 3 ruby thingamabobs, I was like,
Mhm.
"Excuse me, hello, huh?
Yeah.
Excuse me, hello,
And
huh?"
so you had like, and it was so nice being able to just misery on the first pull of the
Yeah.
dungeon.
Yeah, and
Bang.
it's interesting. Like at some point, I would love to do a show about JP, Ian, and everybody else, and how they feel about friction and what are good problems to have with your job, right? Because it's so interesting, because that white mage change, not really a huge deal. There's no friction that it really got rid of.
Yeah.
It made you a little bit more powerful at the beginning.
Yeah, it makes you and I feel that's the difference. Is there is a difference
Mhm.
between making job adjustments to remove friction and making job adjustments to make a job more satisfying to play.
Right.
And adding the lily at the beginning of a dungeon or encounter or something makes it more satisfying to play, because
Right.
now you get a little bit of a damage boost right off the bat. You get to hit your big damage button and make big number go boom,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
what White Mage wants to do.
Even
Exactly.
beyond that, that initial run where everybody else is probably doing damage and many other healers can do damage, White Mage has the option of either the presence of mind, the 3 glares, or just sort of like tab between and put on Dia, right? Now you have
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, or you can holy, which like you're not
Not
going to
while
probably do
running.
because it's going to stun everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another job change though that I want to highlight as being good, as somebody who plays the job regularly, the change to Living Shadow, which seems really inconsequential if you look at it. You're like, what is 2 seconds going to do? But
As a former
with
summoner, I know your pain.
with the way that with the way that boss movement and stuff has been in the current iteration of the game, those 2 seconds basically allows your esteem to get disesteem off, which is the biggest portion of disesteem's damage or esteem's damage. And it is incredibly satisfying and helpful to just know that you don't have to worry about mob positioning or boss positioning, that you're possibly going to lose your Living Shadow, because 90% of the time before, you wouldn't get it off if you had to move the boss. You'd move it, Esteem would stop attacking, run to where the boss is, and then vanish right before using Disesteem.
Yeah.
And so you'd lose it.
And it's an age-old problem. It's been here forever. Garuda and Contagion. Bahamut and Wormwave, right? Like, it's just summoned things. The automation or automaton queen, right? Yeah.
I think that it's something else important to take away from job adjustments that would be nice if we can get them a little bit early, is when they make a change, it is often in response to something that they have made for us to do in the future. If they're changing Red Mage so that they can reach from further away, they go have to be further away for a reason. Get ready for that.
I think, and I do think there is a little bit of that with the Gunbreaker change.
Yeah.
Like especially if you think about the movement required for Doom Train. And if once you go into the extreme fight, you'll definitely see like there's a lot more movement for tanks. And and like forced movement where you have to run away from the boss. And being able to not worry about overcapping your cartridges is nice, because as somebody who ran Gunbreaker on Diamond Weapon Extreme, having to hop platforms like mid burst phase was the most obnoxious thing ever, because you'd end up losing the last hit of your combo in your No Mercy window, because you would be movement locked for 3 seconds, and you were forced to do that as part of the fight.
Right.
So that's definitely still friction, but that's friction that doesn't feel good. So I can see why they did what they did.
I'm not looking forward to the the knock /up puddles in the third fight
Sure.
in
Oh,
yeah.
Savage. Even in the normal one, if I was the one who volunteered myself to take one of those, if a dance landed in the middle of that, I was delayed. Super fun, super cool. So it's that same sort
Yeah.
of friction that you're talking about there. Like,
Yeah.
you have to do the mechanic. You can't not do the mechanic, and it has punished you.
It's a house of cards on top of the reason that you don't want to be delayed is because you can't miss the 2-minute train, can you? Right? It's like encounter
Confuse me 'cause you said
design.
train.
I know. Encounter design wagging job
Unlock.
design, which wags encounter design back again. Right. One of the things that they changed here was a buff to physical range DPS because they're like, hey, we buffed casters because we knew that they were going to move further, and that made them a little bit too far away from you. So we're going to give you 40 on drill again, 40 potency on drill again, and that's going to be good enough. Like, that's what are we doing? What are we doing?
One of
And
my
also-
favorite things to do with that sort of stuff, is because
no, it's
we track the changes on the wiki. So I like to
Yeah.
go back and look, and it goes, oh, we have increased the potency by 40. Next patch, we have decreased the potency by 40. The next patch, we have increased the potency by 40, and it just goes like that. Like there's one for one of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Bard. There's one that's for Bard, and it's just like you scroll, and it's like 2 pages long.
Yeah. They still, because of encounter design moving you more, they're like, okay, range DPS, it's going to happen that they're going to do more damage than casters. But they went, well, that's too much friction for casters. So we're going to have to change casters and give them more damage. So then they have to go back to physical ranged. And I just don't know when this ends, right? Like how we're going to do 8.0, we'll see what they changed there. But if this is,
Theoretically, that's the place.
yeah, if this is the encounter design that we're going to get, that's good. It's fun.
We got
It's
some more
frantic.
Zodiarcs across all the jobs
It's-
right now.
Yeah, it's a bunch more band-aids. Yeah, but I don't get it, and it continues to drag down my other score because there's no other place to say it, unfortunately.
It is the other stuff.
Yeah.
As a dancer, I'm already used to being very much stepped upon, so I accept my fate.
You have lots of steppy mechanics. I understand.
I step, you step on me. It's a problem.
Yep.
Let's see. PvP. Anybody do
Yeah.
any PvP?
Nope, didn't touch it.
Not
Not
even
enough
a little
time.
bit.
I like
Yeah,
I was like,
Yes.
have not had enough time to mess with
Same
it
with
yet.
occult. I haven't touched the occult yet. I haven't touched it at all. Actually, I've done nothing that has to do with occult. I almost feel bad, but I was angry with it, so I didn't do it.
The PvP is interesting. I'm not. I say I'm not. The
I'm
biggest
looking
PvP
forward to
person,
it, but yeah.
but I've been playing.
I just haven't had time.
Yeah, it's neat. The whole having to having to
Mhm.
stand on all of the corners of the shapes that show up is pretty
Right.
interesting. You could
Be
think you're doing well,
stickies.
and then suddenly you've lost the point. It's a longer extended fight for them than some of the other ones, and much like they suggested in the live letter, once you have the points, you just go murder each other. Like, that's all there is to do.
Yeah,
Mm.
and
You can hide
That-
and let everybody else murder each other and get more battle high, and then they just smash you later, or you go interact. The weather is really cool too. Go
that's
ahead,
something I actually really like about that mode. Is that I appreciate the devs really pushing, hey, these are PvP modes, not PvE, and sometimes you attack the other people because you're bored modes. You know, I like them pushing for people to actually engage in the large scale PvP arenas, because with stuff like Shatter, it doesn't feel like that used to happen as much. It's a bit more intense now. People
Right.
go bloodthirsty in there now, and it's fun.
Yep.
But
Shatter's my
I
favorite
was like,
one.
I'm in here to PvP. I want to beat the crap out of other people
Mhm.
on top of doing objectives.
I'm wondering where it's gonna fall, because it does encourage direct combat between all three factions so much. It almost feels like you could start doing that game mode where you go and you fight, and then you send your small teams out for the shapes, and that's it. I don't think that's how it'll function, but that was my favorite part of World versus World in Guild Wars 2, and so like I would like to be part of one of those little sneaky teams. I don't think that we have really a thing that works quite like that, but I would like to see it function that way. The weather things are pretty cool. The big ass snowmen spirit things are real cute, but just kind of they're bigger than I thought they were gonna be. The picture that they showed us, I thought that was gonna be like a small man height thing. No, it is giant. It is very large that you hide behind. And then they have like little ice puddles that are sort of like the buffs in the things like Boja, where they start small and they get big, and once they hit that edge, they explode, and they give you a shield buff. They don't last very long, but they have already saved my butt several times, just by grabbing that ice buff and not being murderable by whatever team is coming my way. Those are neat. I forget what Aurora does, but maybe it's it here.
Stuff and things.
It does.
Makes everyone pretty.
Yeah. Sparkly.
Increases the likelihood that triumphs will activate as a higher rank, so it makes stuff show up that's worth more points.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it fills
points.
up your
Okay.
limit gauge. That's what it is.
Bigger polygon.
So you can murder
Yeah.
people more often. It's neat. I think it's a good step in the right direction, and also it keeps me away from the frontline mode where you have to go up to the top of the tower through those portals. I forget.
Oh,
what that was
Borderland
called.
Ruins.
I
Secure.
hate that one. Secure. Yeah, I hate that one.
The OG Frontlines mode.
Hate it. So, thank you, chat, for helping me. Yes, I'm glad to have something else that I can do that I enjoy that's not secure. Yeah. The other thing that I always like to talk about, and I'm so sorry for doing this, is furnishings. You knew
Oh, I
what I was
forgot
saying
about
as soon as I was
furnishings.
like, sorry.
Yeah, I knew.
Yeah. They implemented some more stuff from the 2022 design contest. I'm super excited about the little tarot table. That's cute as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Some soup. There's a like a pond, a snow-covered iced over pond that you put outside. It has a teeny tiny little dock, and I really wish we had a not snowy version of this because it's adorable, cute as hell. They added a bunch more trees and plants and stuff for the inside, and they added a DJ booth.
They did.
Yep.
They really
Oh.
did.
Yep.
Love it.
It's very distinctly a Solution 9 design, which makes sense,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
I guess you're welcome, RP venues.
Yep.
They wanted it. That's going to save them so many slots.
It is. Yeah.
It's very cool. They added a bunch more of the Tulial style furnishings, which is nice. And like more stuff that you could put in the yards in Ishgard. Because sometimes it's weird to throw out something like a bush. It's super
sure.
vibrant and green. This bush has snow all over it. Makes more sense in Ishgard, right?
It does, yeah. Yeah.
There's some other stuff. But it's not in the patch notes, so I forget what it is.
Mm.
I could pull up the list on the wiki for you.
I could pull up the list on the wiki for it. You're so good at this.
It's my job.
All right. That's it for my list of things to talk about. What have I missed?
One other small thing that I wanted to add because we talked about the desynth and the NQ thing, but they also added that for quicksynth, which is amazing because when you want to quicksynth something, there's a lot of times you're like, I don't give a shit if this is high quality or not, please.
Yeah.
I just want it in my inventory, and because it's faster this way. But sometimes you would get 2 stacks and it's like, okay, is this really faster? Is this really faster? Because now I have to go through and like, oh, my inventory's full. I have to go NQ all of these little things. No, I no longer have to deal with that.
Especially if you're trying to craft like, I don't know, 7 pieces of furniture and you have all the materials you need, but then you start crafting those materials into other materials, you have extra ones, and you're like, there's no space.
sub parts. When you're trying to craft, my friend did this a while ago, and he is insane. Please do not do this to yourself. Do not go crazy. He did he crafted 16 FC sets worth of sub parts.
Oof.
Yes, someone paid him for this. So he was doing
okay.
that for 4 months, and I'm like, you're insane. I'm glad that you made a lot of money, but you're insane. And then
That
also
sucks.
on
That's
top
the
of
worst thing in the game to craft,
yeah,
in my opinion.
on top of crafting, or speaking of crafting, there was a little teeny tiny change in how they do crafted gear. So the courtly lovers gear that they gave us this year, it doesn't need solutions, which is very. I know lots of people are like, "Why is who cares? Who cares?" Or why is this even important? But that they have used solutions, these particular solutions, not like the same ones, but like in general, they have used it in gear for crafted stuff for like the last 3 expansions. This is different. They don't like to change things. The biggest changes that we've had is them like messing with the pot recipe, and now they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna change the crafted gear recipe. So I'm kind of curious if this is gonna bring changes to the recipes going forward, but like it's so standard that you can guess every single item that you need. I have a list that I just referenced, so I'm like, oh okay, I need to go pick up these things because this is going to be in the gear. So I had a whole bunch of solutions that were useless.
I have always
but I sold them for a
hated-
bunch of money, so that was fine.
I've always hated the solutions being part of the recipes.
I agree. I didn't like it.
I feel like it's. I mean, if you agree, maybe it's not just personal opinion, but it's just sort of like I also have to make this stupid specific thing, and I can only use it for this specific stupid type of gear. And I have to, if I want to have that on hand, I have to have that many kinds of them, like 5 kinds of them. This is a waste of my inventory space. I will fight you. Yep.
Mm-hmm. I don't
So
like
I'm glad that's
scripts.
gone.
I'm just annoyed. I'm just annoyed at scripts in general,
I don't
honestly.
need that. I don't need that.
There's a couple of other like small things that they did. One, now you can use you can teleport to the Phantom Village from the Aetheryte and Tuliolol. You do not have to go down the docks anymore, which is nice.
Oh, that is
This one is entirely cosmetic, but I enjoy it. Alpha and Omega now show up in all of the zones in Dawntrail if you've beaten Omega, which I think is great. I love seeing them.
They gotta explore.
They're exploring. They added the new version of Air Force One to
Oh yeah,
that's right. I
Gold
forgot
Saucer.
about it.
I have, and it's very interesting. And the Kraken showing up and being a quote unquote boss, which is not really a boss, but a boss, is fun. It's not hard.
No.
If you're good at the other one, it's fine.
That's probably my favorite Gold Saucer game.
Yeah, I really do enjoy it. I like Leap of Faith for how janky it is.
I have like not a fear of falling. No, I have a fear of falling. Not a fear of heights, but a fear of falling. So even
That's fair.
in like a video game, when I do the jump and the character's like falling, I'm like, ugh. So
That's fair.
I really hate jumping.
Yeah, I get that too.
They made more hats available to Hrothgar and Viera.
Yep.
There were new
they-
hair styles too, weren't there?
I missed that.
Yeah, they got a couple more hairstyles. They added a whole bunch of hats that Viera can now toggle their ears on and off with.
Good.
And then the last thing that I guess the last thing I could think to bring up is Wreath of Snakes Unreal.
Oh
yeah, Snake Go Up.
Like Seiryu Unreal.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's Tsukuyomi.
Oh yeah, it is.
Am I crazy?
Oh, is it Tsuki?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Tsukuyomi?
Yeah.
I thought it was Wreath of Snakes. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Tsukuyomi.
That was last patch. That was last
patch. Yeah, that's right. So
it's still there.
Tsukuyomi EX.
Yeah.
And that is hilarious watching people go into that who had never done it on content.
I'm so excited to deal with the meteors.
Yeah,
I love the meteors. I was so good at that fight.
Meteors.
That's a good.
That fight is really fun.
Yeah.
I loved that fight so much. I was so good at it. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Sure.
I'll still be bitter that we never got fans from there. Just saying.
Yeah. I was like, they had a perfect opportunity and they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Rude.
All right. I think we covered all of the stuffs.
Think so.
Yeah.
Yep. That's everything that I had on my list plus more. So, good job.
All right. That puts other at 17, which is pretty high for another.
Yeah, it's pretty high for another. I did my best.
You're fine. So, with main scenario at 18, dungeon at 12, trial at 16, or raid at 18, and other at 17, our final score for patch 7.4 is 81 of 100.
Ooh,
I don't
that's
think
pretty
that
good.
Dawn Trail has broken 80 the entire
No.
time. Our score for the last patch was 69.
Nice.
Which is
Nice.
So, which is not nice in this instance.
only in this instance, this one time.
Yes. So I'm happy that we jumped up so much. We will have to take into account only half of our team is the same as normal opinions, but
Sure.
I think that you guys were pretty on par with what we have gotten otherwise.
Yeah, I think
when
so.
when I asked Ferthi if they would come on to help us with this, she was like, I might be too mean for this. I'm like, nah.
No, certainly not.
I was like, I'm probably just gonna give the MSQ a 1. I don't like the MSQ, but it was better this time, so
I was like,
Mm.
no, do it. No, you'll like it. Come on, it'll be fine. Was I right or was I right?
You were. I had to go back and read the blurbs for some of the things because I'd been skipping, but I went back and read it and I was like, oh, okay, there's a lot of fluff in here, but at the same time, there's some good stuff in here, so I can't complain too much, at least for the good parts.
Good patch, Yoshi P, and team, you did a good. I'm
Yes.
excited for what's coming next, which
Mhm.
also includes the next 24-man because those are really fun.
I'm really excited for the next 24-man as an FF11 player.
Gotcha. Yes.
Dislike
I had forgotten
11
what the
now.
24-man series was.
Yeah, right. I dislike 11 now, but I'm enjoying the 24-man series. Don't know how they pulled that off. Good job.
I just literally forgot because I haven't done one in a while.
I was like, yeah, I actually need to go in and run one of them and try to get one of those music rolls so I could get the stupid Starlight Juno theme from
yeah.
Probably do that
from the vendor because it will go away on New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Make a note. I think we actually joked about that being a possible thing that they could do. And here
Yeah, I think Fusion did.
Yeah, because last year after the first raid was released and Starlight had started, I went in there and the music was playing, and I was like kind of gobsmacked by it. I was like, they actually put this in here? And then I went and immediately checked the Orchestrate roll vendor, and it wasn't available for sale. And I'm like, no, that's a missed opportunity.
Come on.
Not anymore.
So I guess they learned.
Yeah,
This team does learn. I will give them that.
this is true.
All right. So yeah, 81 of 100. Good job, patch 7.4. Let's do that thing where we talk about where you can find us. You can find me. You shake your head?
No, just it's for my part, yeah.
All right. Well, you can find me theoretically on Twitter if I ever look there at Sinidra_8. You can find me on Blue Sky at Sinidra. One day I'm gonna stream Marvel Rivals on Twitch at Strawberry Bob. And Plus One Shot is definitely on hiatus because of so many things: travel, boats, holidays, and games that ended, and we don't have another one yet. But one day we'll probably do something on there again. In the same line as that, very soon on the horizon, the oh my gosh, my brain is not working. Time Adrift, the Time Adrift TTRPG for the Valor system in the 14 setting that Charles and Rook and I will be taking part in, along with Grizz and Fornax and our lovely DM. We'll start in January, early January.
It's happening.
Yeah, we may or may not have done a recording session. It may or may not be happening.
May or not.
I mean, it is happening, but it may or may not be in the process of being finalized as we speak.
Maybe
You can look forward to more of our little lore videos that we've been doing, and maybe some character introductions in the near future too. Ooh, that's a Time Adrift on all of the things.
all of the things.
All of the things. Hey, Charles. Where can I find you?
Here and only here. Moving on. Well, really, now I can't say that because of Time Adrift. I will be there. And that's super exciting. And yeah, I was Plus One Shot as well, but that is on hiatus. So you'll see me here and only here. And weirdly, I mentioned this before, but weirdly in some behind the scenes for Kill Bill, I can say it now. Interesting enough, I got to work on something working at my previous place. So if you look really hard at some behind the scenes for maybe a fortnight short about Kill Bill, you might see me. So that's a thing.
That's pretty
Randomly.
cool, though.
But I just wanted to mention that because I mentioned it before, and someone actually reached out to me like, "What's going on? Like, what's happening?" Then they said, "You're here and only here," and I'm like, "Oh, that's a thing now. Okay, cool."
You say it every time.
I do because it's mostly true. But yeah, A Time Adrift is the other place that I will be talking about Final Fantasy XIV other than here. And that's it for me.
All right, Ferthi. Where can we find you?
Haha, you can find me on the wiki or in
Yep.
the Gamer Escape Discord, and I'm sorry, I don't do socials very well, so that's all I got.
No skin off my nose. If you want to talk to Ferthi, come to the Discord. Say hello, I need help with the wiki.
Yeah.
I know all things wiki related. Don't worry, you can ask me anything.
And Aerik, make me find you, buddy.
You can find me on Blue Sky at Botanist Rogadin.
Is that why you knew that you could wear the botanist equipment on Reaper?
Yes, actually. It's also part of the reason that I do currently have the highest level gathering gear you could wear on them prior to that, which was from Heavensward.
Amazing.
That's great.
Once again, thank you so much to the both of you for coming on and helping us out with this review. I can't speak for Charles. I had a lovely time hanging out and talking about this video game that we all play.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us. I had a great time.
Yes, it was a fun conversation.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
All right. We're running out of year. So we probably won't
I know.
see the rest of you for the rest of the year into the
We'll
new
see you in a
sure,
whole
yeah.
year. It's gonna be
Yeah.
a whole year before we
a
see you
whole year change. Year change.
again.
Yes. Yeah. The next show will be our second half of our furnishing design contest. Not sure exactly when that's gonna happen, but we'll figure it out once the new year rolls around, and we'll post about it in the places that we post about it.
Yep.
Yeah. The only other thing that we'll have going in the coming months is our Patreon, where you can listen to more of Aetheryte Radio reads. We are almost done with our segment of the Dragon Song War stories. The latest ones that we released were a Stinian story, and I think that was called Through Fire and Blood.
Yeah, Through Fire and Blood.
Thoughts Unspoken, which is technically a Harshavant story or Urshavant story, but through someone else's eyes. So those two are up, read by Rook and Aldino.
Ooh.
Yes. Well, they're up for our patrons right now. In about
Yes.
a week, they'll be up for everybody else. So keep an eye out, or an ear out, as it were.
Yeah, so if you want to hear me try to be a Stinian while slightly sick, you certainly can in a week or now with Patreon.
Yeah. All right.
I thought I was talking to a Stinian this whole time.
Oh gosh, I wish.
Surprise! Right. Once again, thanks everybody, and we'll hopefully see you soon. Have a great new year!
Happy
Bye.
New Year!
Happy New Year!